this is a big moment for me, and I'd like to share this with you. So now, to make it official, I present to you the Tonight Show marquee. Here we go. Let's light it up, boys. 3, 2, 1. Let's start the show.
I say, how you doing today? How you doing today? Y'all already know it's your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, the best fair writer and director of St. Louis Facts, award-winning published author, actor, journalist, actor, business owner, nominated Hollywood music artist, #1 bestseller, Lacey G. Souldier Turner. This is UnCensor, the Conversation Podcast. We are live right now. Listen, we are live on YouTube. We on Instagram. We on Facebook. If you do not catch us today, you can catch us tomorrow wherever you listen to your podcast, as Apple, Amazon, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pornhub. Now just play. I don't know if you don't know Pornhub, but I'm just messing with y'all. But wherever you listen to your podcast, you can definitely tune in. Y'all already know. But we have to get this bug cracking. So first up, we got Miss Busy Boss Radio Personality. We can't hear you.
Happy Monday, you guys. Let's just get it cracking. That part.
All right. And then we got my boy. You can't spell the Louis without putting his name in it. We got Louis in the building.
What it do is Gateway Lou. Let's get it cracking, man. Let's have a good show. You know what it do.
Yes, and then we got special guests up here. You know, I got my bro, you know what I'm saying? He always put it down, keep it real. The second best rapper alive in St. Louis behind me. We got YCJ in the business.
You feel it? Hey, man, I gotta stand on. I'm the biggest and the littest, you know what I'm saying? It's what I see.
Hey.
Shout out to Big Bro. Thank you for having me. You feel me?
Hey, you gotta come. Hey, well, you probably need to go and come back in. I heard a lot of static.
Okay, I'm finna go and come back in.
All right. So why to the hill be back with us, you know what I'm saying? We about to get this mug crack. I don't know where everybody else at, they'll be back, but listen, we finna get this mug crack at. Hey, right, say, hey, the intro fire. Salute, man, salute. Salute, glad you like this intro. I'll be putting a lot of work in this stuff up in this video. Hello, Wood, can you hear it?
Yeah, we good. You can hear me?
Yep, I can hear you good.
Yeah.
Salute to Rodney Smallwood, though. Appreciate it, man. So we about to get this bug cracking. Hold on, let me go to this first topic. For this first topic, also, I got somebody I'm gonna bring up who wanna talk about this, but we finna talk about the anti-ICE protests that been going on. You know, when Donald Trump he just put in an executive orders trying to stop the DEIs, trying to stop all the brown people and everything, attacking the immigrants. And everybody, trying to deport families and all this type of stuff who have been here for the longest. So I got a special guest who want to talk about a little bit about this before we even talk about it. So let me bring up Julianne King. Julianne.
Hello. We
can't see. What's going on, Julianne?
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
No problem. So go ahead, Julia. Let the people know what you want to talk about this.
Just kind of an open floor to start the discussion. There are protests going all over Missouri and all over the country in regards to the new executive orders and laws that are being passed, and how rapidly things are happening. There are lots of ways to get plugged into that. If anybody's interested in showing up for protests, providing water, if you're a fully documented citizen, and especially if you look like me, the best thing that I have learned since the Black Lives Matter movement, and learning from people of color online, is if you look like me and you're a fully documented citizen, the best thing we can do right now is annoy the shit out of ICE. Oh, sorry, pardon my language. And the authorities.
You can cuss on here. Go ahead.
And so there are lots of ways to get involved everywhere, from just annoying, delaying, stalling, to walking in the streets, to getting groceries for people who are too afraid to get out there right now because of the environment. So I'll have links, and as we talk about things, I can give you more information, but that's the roadmap of where we are right now.
Okay, and do you say you know some families who had been affected by this?
Yeah, I personally know quite a few people who are affected directly by the executive orders and the things that are going on right now. We know just as a country, there are a lot of mixed status families. So even if you know someone who is documented, they might be in a family with others who are not. Um, with the rollback of things like birthright citizenship, a lot of children who were born here to immigrants are unsure of their future, and are getting rounded up um, in really nefarious ways. ICE is going into schools and detaining children, so that their parents have to come get them released. And when the parents show up, regardless of checking status or IDs or anything like that, they're taking the parents. It's a trap. And so there's a lot of fear in a lot of communities, big communities, little communities. But yeah, I know people who are personally affected by this right now, and my family as well. Even though we don't have to fear ICE in the present tense, we also have trans and non-binary members of my family who are experiencing a lot of the same fears, and are really appreciating seeing people out in the street get together and say, wait, this is crazy. So
Okay, so Ricky, do you have anything to say about this?
I work directly with this, in my current job. I deal with refugees and immigrants all day, every day, and it's sad, and it's our hands are tied with a lot of stuff, but I get it. Our patients don't even want to come in right now because they so scared that something gonna happen.
yeah.
Like it's crazy. And like we got so many people trying to get like their green card, and I'm like, listen, it's still a process that they have to go through, and like I understand, like I get it, but there's no way that we can help everybody, and I hate that it's coming down to this, and it's sad. It's
Well, and it
really
just
sad.
that the thing too that people have to understand, there's that really famous poem of the, first they came for the journalist, and then but I thought I was safe because it wasn't me. And then they came for the gays and the Jews, and then there was no one left to come for me. I think if we can find any hope and pass any hope along to people, it's that this administration is messing up by taking us all on at once. They're not just coming for the immigrants. They're coming for trans kids. They're coming for the 14th Amendment, which undoes everybody's rights, by the way. Um, so the one hopeful thing that I have right now is they messed up and they didn't realize the social awareness and awakening that we've had. And when you piss everybody off at the same time, and they all take to the streets together. You see Black people and Mexicans and people from Honduras and Palestine and white people all joining together. I mean, that was a miscalculation on their behalf.
What about you, Louis?
Yeah, I feel like I don't know all the intricate details of the whole rollout, but from what I've been seeing, and what's been said, uh, you know, when you get in the office, I understand you want to get right down to business and try to situate and get things in a certain way that you want to get things. But like the lady said, like, when you doing all of this and you attacking all the citizens at once and not giving anybody a heads up on how you moving with the policy, it's a time, it's a place for everything, and it's a way you got to go about doing things, because you displacing families and loved ones and everything else, regardless of how they got here or whatever the case the situation may be. You still have to be considerate that it is kids and stuff like that involved in this whole process. So people that's standing up to protest, I salute you, because that's what you do when you have an issue. You stand up for something, because if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. But I just would like to let people know, man, this a wake up call, man. Everybody need to get on the best version of what they trying to do, because if you depending on the government to come rescue you or secure you or aid and assist you, unless you in the rooms with them, you pretty much on your own. So it's just a real thing, and it's time for everybody to become self-sufficient.
All right, Stacy.
I truly don't like what's going on, especially with the kids. I was looking at something, and one teacher saw ICE coming, and she locked her classroom door, and she was like, "You're not coming in here without a warrant," And I just think this is so horrible. Like, this man needs to go. He needs to be gone for real. I hope protesting will really get something done, because like everybody needs to stand together just to even get him out of office, whatever it takes for him to be removed or whatever, because like we all are one. I mean, and my thing is, the man said this. He stopped affirmative action and all this type of stuff, but you saying we're all one, but you're not treating us like we're all one. So make this make sense, So I just really don't. I don't like what he's doing. I don't think it's right. And if you don't stand for anything, you'll fall. So I just think this is a good thing that people are coming together, protesting, and hopefully something could be done about it. So that's my take on it.
Sorry, I'm just to jump back in really quickly. The protests are making a difference. There are also things planned, like boycotts are being planned. If you plug in, I'm sorry I didn't get this together before the call, but if you plug into the communities, especially the Hispanic communities, there are organized days where people are not working. They're not purchasing from certain stores that are rolling these initiatives out. That is a very effective way. When you live in an oligarchy, which is our system of government currently, our only power is in our pocketbook and in our unity. And I just think it's really important that people understand, like the gentleman was saying, that, regardless of how people got here, I want to say that undocumented workers, so these are people who are using an ITIN and EIN, they don't have social security numbers, they cannot collect Medicaid, food stamps, any of the benefits, paid $90 billion into our tax system last year that they cannot collect out of. That's the first thing. The second thing to keep in mind here is that being undocumented is not a crime. People refer to it as a crime, and it is not criminal action. It is a civil issue. It is the same as your neighbor having a speeding ticket or trespassing, walking across someone's backyard. It is not a criminal issue. And I don't know about everybody else, but I am too busy to care about whether my neighbors have speeding tickets or not. So like, regardless of their documentation, that is a civil offense and absolutely none of my business. What I do know is that once people are here, according to the Statue of Liberty, we have an obligation to care for them, the weak, the huddled masses. So.
All right. Hey, Watetta,
What's happening?
what's your take on this?
Shoot, my take on this, man, is everything got its pros and its cons, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I heard a lot of cons being expressed as far as the whole thing. And like Louis said, I don't know too much about it, but what I do know, from what I heard, is on the other side of things, what they say, to play devil's advocate. I heard a lot of criminals, undocumented criminals, been terrorizing neighborhoods in major cities, and it's been going on for years type stuff. So I heard that's getting cleaned up as far as this goes, and so yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, everything got its pros and cons.
Rodney said it's the balancing of the scale. They let the cartels and the illegals in the country. It got out of hand with the drugs. The CIA let come in. It's a lot deeper than deportation, the jobs they're taking. And he said, we can't go to Mexico and live peaceful. They ain't taking us in.
That's not true. There are lots of American citizens living in Mexico. They are currently going to be deported if Donald Trump carries out his plan. So that's false. The other part of that that's not true is that, okay, if they're going after criminals, why are they going to schools? If they're going to people leeching off of the system, why are they going to jobs? Why are you clearing out restaurants where everybody has jobs if what you're worried about are leeches on the system? What you guys are looking at is in real time the action of non-Black people waking up to the injustices of brown and disenfranchised people.
Facts.
They're saying that can happen to any of us, because they're talking about rolling back birthright citizenship and calling into question the citizenship of Native Americans. Where are you going to deport them to? They're from here. Like, what are you talking about? Birthright citizenship and this mess about drugs and guns coming in. I'm sorry to also just flat out say, but that is incorrect information. 74% of the guns that are found in Mexico, of the tanks that are found in Mexico, of the things that the cartel has a hold of, they got from the USA.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And Rodney said, I need statistics. Go look
Can
it
I
up.
say one
Rodney.
more thing?
Go ahead.
Hey, this what America voted for.
I know who raised.
Millions of people
who,
voted for this guy. It's like this. It seemed like this what the majority wanted. It's crazy.
People voted for Hitler too, and then they changed their minds when they realized how cruel he was. He won the popular election as well. And it took him 53 days to take them from a democracy to a dictatorship. 53 days.
I think people need to kind of like wake up. Like, I know we all got our personal feelings about everything, but I think people need to wake up. Like, you got to understand, sometimes it's a person could pick at the scab so much to where they reopen a whole wound. You feel what I'm saying? And if you give a person an inch, they'll take a mile. So when people start changing the infrastructure or the foundation of what this country stands upon, that's something that you got to like look at, because if they can do that, then they can have the power to feel like they're empowered to do anything else that they want to do. So we got to understand, like, even if they gonna put some stuff in legislation or in law, it's a process and it's a way you go about doing things. Because if you just gonna do whatever you want to do just because you feel like you want to do it, then you're not setting the standard of for the morality of our country. You just being a gangster. You might as well be, you know, the chief of a gang if you just gonna do whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it. It should be no one power or leadership that should have that much power to just create something overnight and just turn something down like that. Like, that's too much. That's too much power to one man. That's too much power for one regime.
It took 60 years. It took 60 years once they married the Republican Party to the religious right, it took 60 years of very carefully knocking down the protections that separated the branches of government, because you are absolutely correct. This should not be happening to us. But the Supreme Court is in his pocket. The House is split, so nothing can take a majority. This is not something that happened overnight, and it is not something that happened with Donald Trump. Sorry about the background noise, but people need to keep this in mind. I need to say this to you guys in particular. Please know that this is a continuation of the work that Black people have been doing, especially visibly for the white people in the community since Michael Brown. This is not a new or separate thing. This is not ignoring what has come before us. This is a continuation of the very same movement. I know how to protest because Black women on TikTok taught me how to do it safely without taking the attention away from the people in the crowd next to me. I learned how to be ready for this from other communities. And this is a continuation of the work that other people have been doing all along. So thank you to the Black and Brown and Indigenous people who were already doing it.
Rodney says, in the foresight that people have, their kids can take our kids' jobs for less. They make us money, then send it to Mexico. What is your response?
What do you think, Rodney? What do you think Americans do when they live abroad?
That's a great point too.
I don't think that the statistics are supporting that. It's more Americans sending money back to America than it is people sending money out of it.
And also, that's exactly what all immigrants do. And a lot of Americans still keep their American jobs making American money while they live in Mexico and benefit from those, like the pretty resort towns and the whatever, and they send their money back home. We still support this government when we're overseas. That's just literally immigration.
Nice.
I don't think that it's the same, and statistically speaking, that it's just not equivalent to the amount of Americans and immigrants here in America versus in Mexico. It's not even close.
full due respect, but the only person citing statistics is me. What are you talking about? What
Did you not just say that Americans abroad do the exact same thing by sending money back here from Mexico? Is that not what you just said? Like, maybe I just misheard you. And then you made it seem as if Americans sending money back here was the equivalent to all the money leaving from here. I'm just trying to understand the correlation in it. Statistically speaking.
I think
Statistically speaking, you're gonna send money back to wherever you come from. That's just what it is. I'm gonna send money back to America. If I'm in Japan, Europe, I wouldn't give a damn where I'm at. I'm sending money back to where I'm from because that's where my family at. The same way if somebody from another country, they gonna send money back to where they from. I think that's what she was saying in that aspect. But who gives a care about money? Don't nobody like nobody's stopping nobody from making no money. Immigrants, yeah, they might be taking up certain jobs. They just mean level up to like everybody got to quit looking for an excuse to hate on the next person or to salt the next person. Like I feel like that it's an underlay for the overplay. I feel like the government is starting a regime, man, to do whatever the hell they want to do, and they starting right there where they at. And we need to wake up as Black people, and we need to start unifying, man, for real.
This stuff been going on for hundreds of years.
That's why
this go all the way back to when they came over and brought us all over here. So if we want to be statistically talking and correct about it, like this go back longer than we can even imagine, before our parents was even here.
Hey, can I add something?
They definitely brought your peoples over here. You can try to dress it however you want to.
Go ahead, YC.
Say that. You hear me?
Go ahead, what you say?
I said shout out to Ricky for saying that because I was thinking that. Like it been gangster shit since day one. You can hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Man,
but
look,
when we gonna stand up though?
I agree. It has been.
Hold on. It's real ones been standing up since like Nat Turner. You know what I'm saying? Them one-on-ones out here. But every time we rise to the top, you remember J. Edgar Hoover said the biggest threat to America was the rise of a black messiah. You feel me? That came out of the dude that's on the head of the FBI. That his name on that shit, and he said the biggest threat was a black messiah, a black Jesus. But what I wanted to say is, what's up with them reparations? Since they got giving all them benefits to them Mexicans, what's up with my reparations?
Well, see, that shit ain't gonna never happen. You ain't getting it. You're not getting no 40 acres in the move.
Reparations out here, man.
Hey, what does that amount to in 2025? What is 40 acres
not shit.
Nothing, because I still have to pay property taxes on my properties. Okay.
Let me say this, man.
So
let me say this, man. I think it's just crazy. Like you said, for the people to vote. Like the country is Donald Trump is trying to turn the country into a dictatorship. He's trying to change the Constitution. He's trying to say that he don't even want no more president. Like he's trying to be like serve third terms and all this type of stuff. So my whole thing is like we gotta wake up, period, and pay attention. You know what I'm saying? I won't be mad. Look, I think somebody go try to take him out of here for real though. You know, they done already tried. So don't be surprised if in another
ain't nobody tried that. He did that his damn self.
It was on the Simpsons.
The Simpsons be wrong too. I just want to say they ain't wrong often, but they be wrong.
I won't be mad if it happens. You know what I'm saying? Listen, me and the black don't try to come and give you. I'm just
hold on, Lacey. I would be very mad if something happened to him because the vice president is even fucking worse.
Hey.
Yes.
They're gonna take. Hey, listen.
You most definitely don't want him getting up in there. He's even fucking worse.
And so is Elon. The other thing.
Julianne, I'm gonna let you get your last issue out before we go to the next topic. So let everybody know what else you want to say and how can they help or anything that you have for them.
So I just want to say that quote, that Nat Turner quote, or no, sorry, rather the Eisenhower quote about the worst enemy of the system that we're living under is exactly this. If we start picking apart who deserves to be considered a human, if we're doing that work for them, then we're not gathered together fighting them. And I think the most important thing that we can do right now is try not to get fatigued by the amount of information that's coming out and really just stand up together and be like, it's both things can be true. That can be messed up, and that can be messed up, and that can be like it can all be fucked, right? So like if we just stand up together, that's gonna be the most important thing that we can do. I do know that the next rally that's happening regarding the immigration, it's not just immigration, the immigration anti-trans law and the things that they're trying to do to women's rights right now is happening in Jeff City on Wednesday at noon. So that is the first place to get plugged in. And then other than that, I can send you links and pass information. But guys, I think the best thing that we can do is start looking at our neighbors, at our community, at our town, and at people who don't look like us, haven't lived the same lives as us, and just say the only hope we have is together. And that's not a new thing to say, but it's really, really true. So that's all.
All right. Well, thank you, Juliet. I appreciate you
Thank you
coming
so
on and
much.
expressing yourself. You know, you always got a platform if you need to get something off with me. All right. I will talk to you later. Bars. Yeah, let me go to this next topic. Ricky was over here trying to body people up in this.
I was doing no such thing, but I'm definitely gonna challenge a lot of the bullshit that people be spewing out, because where was these same motherfuckers there for the black people? I am not buying it. Now it's an outrage and it's like, oh my God, no, not doing it.
Pop it, Ricky. Pop it. Pop it.
Next topic. Yeah, crazy. All right. Next topic. It says name an addiction that is seen as completely normal by society.
Drugs, weed,
Hey, normal up. Who raised this?
alcohol.
The alcohol, yes, definitely. Everybody think that shit normal.
They be like, oh my God, they can't function without the shit. Alcohol, weed. They be like, I know motherfuckers that can't eat without smoking. They can't think right without smoking.
Hey, look,
They ain't even brush their teeth yet, but they gotta smoke.
Look, let me ask you this, Rick. Let me ask you this, because I done seen this a lot of times. How is the brokest, poorest people, how do they have weed every single day?
The same way that a crackhead will go out here and make sure that they got crack, they gonna make sure that they can support their fucking habits. If they gotta rob, kill, or steal, they gonna make sure that they got whatever they need to support their habits. I 100% guarantee it.
Hey man, listen, I remember my partner some years ago. This dude had $5. He was making a life decision on was he gonna eat some food or get some weed. I was like, who raised this ninja up in this piece? But all right, what about you, Louis?
Addiction that's seen completely normal by
society,
yeah. Cigarettes.
Definitely.
Everybody didn't say it already.
Nah, I said definitely.
Oh yeah. Cigarettes, like, I mean, cigarettes kill more people than anything in the world. Like, for us, like, statistically, like, so you know, and there's people die every day of cancer from all types of cancers that come from cigarette smoke. So I would say that's like the most legalized addiction that people have, that, you know, that's accepted by society.
All right. Chelsea said sugar. Rodney, I think this was on the last topic. He said, thank you, Ricky. And Teresa said, great topic. I love how y'all are adding a current event news topic to the show. Great discussion, y'all. Appreciate it, Teresa. What about you, Stacy?
I'm gonna say overeating. We love to eat, you know, and then we be trying to get, you know, rid of the weight loss, you know, the weight. But you know, it leads to diabetes and all kind of stuff. So overeating, yeah. The food just be so good, the cheeseburgers and all that. No.
I'm gonna say porn. Everybody be watching porn up in this bug. They be like, oh man, let me type in big booties. Let me type in let me like type this clickety click click. Big booty hoes pop with it.
Oh, you be typing in all that. You be doing all that. That's you be doing.
Hugging the big.
Are you telling on yourself?
Let me tell you something. I done watched the porn a couple of times. Let's keep it.
Can I say one more?
Me too. What? No.
Go ahead, Ricky.
All right, look, one more is prescription medicine.
Oh yeah.
They think that shit is completely, and it drives me.
I hate medicine.
Why to the? Why to the? I think why to the out there doing that?
You know he working. He be working all day long.
I'm gonna get his answer when he
Can
finished
you
doing.
hear me?
Oh yeah, okay,
We
we
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you, Dad. What up? Why to the?
What's the topic?
Name an addiction that is seen as completely normal by society. An addiction.
Cocaine, cocaine, cocaine,
What they cocaine
cocaine.
normal?
What about that
Man,
fentanyl stuff?
straight up, man. Hey, man, hey, you saw Michael Jordan's son? You hear?
That
You
nigga was
saw Michael?
snippy,
My nigga he was with the boogers and the sugars, and the sugars and the boogers.
Oh my God, you so silly. Hey,
I,
what about that fentanyl? People just keep killing themselves. I mean,
oh,
so many people
they
are
be
dying
dying on
and
that
they're
on
not taking
accident.
heed to it.
You said they be
No,
dying
some
on that
people be
on
wanting that
accident.
for real.
You said,
Some
Yeah.
people
yeah,
want the stuff that kill people. They
I
be like,
know,
yeah,
man.
give me that stuff that killed bro down the street.
Bro,
That's
they showed
crazy.
bro,
That's
he is not lying. They showed me saying it.
Straight up.
Oh, that killed him, man. Give me some of that.
That's crazy.
Bro, man, that is so
Give me that.
hey, bro, it's crazy that people actually do that too. That's like real talk, bro. Oh man, all right, man. Let me go to this next topic.
Heck yeah, but yeah, that's been normalized since day one.
All right, let me go to this next topic. Yeah, bars.
If a man has the ability, the mind, the mental sharpness, and the fortitude to come into your life and provide real infrastructure, then he is a provider. There are seasons in a person's life where they 50 might not look like half the bills, but if he shows up in other ways to supplement and make it make sense, you gotta understand that. And I'm sorry, ladies, I'm not sending this as a shot to discourage you, sending it as a shot to wake up. If the only thing you know of provision is a paycheck, then you know nothing of it. If that's what you think a man being a provider is, you have no clue what a real provider is supposed to do. That's why so many kept women are lonely.
All right, Lloyd, what you got to say about this?
Yeah, yeah, it's most definitely he most definitely on point with it. You know, I think that our people been struggling for so long coming up that we only see like making a provision or to being a provider in one aspect, you know, and we just glorify the financial aspect of being a provider. And if he possessed all the other qualities as being a provider, as a leader, as a good father, as a good man, and you know, and all the other aspects of being one who should provide and help you become the best version of yourself. If he ain't able to pay all your bills, you you might want to discredit the person, and that's not realistic. Being a provider is much more than just giving over your paycheck after you worked all week and then get a pat on the back for going to do that for your loved ones. That's not if that's the case, that's unfair for the person who just giving everything to this person if they don't appreciate more than what they doing and just bringing a paycheck. So I think he was on point with that.
Yeah, I think I think they too many who ever listen to like the love and hip hops and the Megan Thee Stallions and all this music be like, hey, like you need ballers, these people gotta have buddy, you know what I'm saying? Or they ain't no real man, you know what I'm saying? And I think that is tainting and corrupting that a lot of people's mind, whereas be like, hey, listen, you gotta have money to be a provider, period. I don't think that's the case either, you know, following what Louis said, like if the man is able to protect you, if he able to lead in other certain ways, then I think you know that could supplement for the money or whatever. But it just seems like women just see dollar sign, like you gotta have money or you gotta do this. They don't even be want 50-50. Sometimes they be want 90-10 up in this mug, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's crazy up in there. So I always be like, who raised these ninjas up in this face? All right, Ricky, go ahead. I digress. Bars.
I didn't hear the whole video, but I think it's one I seen before.
Go ahead.
It ain't too often that trip be off, right? And a man should be able to have things out of just money, right? The issue with this is a lot of females also provide. It's like, okay, what else?
You in the Matrix.
You only looking for? I am. I'm on Lindbergh. I'm on my way home. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna come back to that. Put a pin in it.
All right. I'm gonna go to state. Let me read this. Chelsea says, I agree with this video. I think a lot of women have lost touch with the real essence of a relationship. Go ahead, Stacey.
I'm gonna agree with that. Just because it's a lot of women that ain't right. They're looking for the paycheck. You know what I'm saying? But then there's a lot of independent women. But my thing is, I think the men are the men, not the boys, but the men are doing what they have to do, working and providing and being there for their woman. Those are real men and the kids. So, yeah. So I really think we got a lot of men that are stepping up their games. Now, I love it. I really love it, and I'm seeing that. So, kudos to y'all. That part.
Hey, I appreciate these brothers, man. All the brothers that's stepping up, man, being fathers to their kids, man, and you know what I'm saying, really taking the step up, man, to make that initiative, because that's a big thing. And I feel like we don't get enough praise for being fathers nowadays, especially black men. You know what I'm saying? Because we have the whole world and the baby mama against us, and we still want to make sure that we step for them kids. So I want to salute y'all, brothers, man.
I've been seeing a lot of single fathers, and they have their kids, and they taking them to get food and stuff. And even where I stay, it's a lot of single men with their kids, and they're like, I got them this weekend. I'm just like, you doing your job. Good job. A lot of men don't even want the kids if they can't have the woman and stuff. Those are like little boys.
That's the boy shit.
So yeah. I love these men.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
All right, what's it? I don't think why to getting the orders. Ricky, go ahead and say what you was going to say.
I was saying that I agree with Tripp. With me agreeing with him, I think that a lot of people base stuff off off money in relationships. Men got to the point where they like, why do I need a woman if I can just pay for it? Women got to the point where, why do I need them if I can just get the money? It's sad on both sides of it. I'm gonna put a pin in it. I do want to congratulate the men that's actually out here doing what they're supposed to do as far as taking care of their kids. Kudos to y'all, heads off. I see a lot more of y'all. I just want y'all to also understand, nigga getting a kid every other weekend is not doing a lot. I just want you to know that. I just want y'all to understand that. I appreciate it, but you got to be more than a weekend warrior. All right. With that being said, back to the topic. I wholeheartedly wish people take the money aspect out of it. I just had this conversation with them kids people. I just told him, I said, if we take the money out of it, out of the situation, how often do you actually get your kids? Not even on a money tip. Just how often do you actually get them? Like, let's take the money out of it. And let's just think, without money in your relationship, what is it standing on? What is the foundation of it? If you can't answer that, then you might want to reevaluate what you in that relationship for. Money is important because you need it to survive. But if we being honest about it, Tripp be hitting it right, the nail on the hammer, and women quit looking at a dude as a dollar sign because he don't owe you shit. He ain't got to pay his bills and yours. The fuck? And all you giving him is some used coochie? Nah, man, gotta do better.
Who raised these? All right. Rodney said, yes, sir. Yes, sir, Louis, to your answer. And Fat Tuesday said, I'm loving the show up in this piece. Salute to you, Fat Tuesday. Why to the sick of the three buggers? That's how it happened around here. They know woulda, shoulda, coulda.
I don't know. Do he be eating boogers? That sounded nasty. I don't know if you was trying to make it sound nasty, but it just sounded nasty because all I heard was boogers out of everything.
Hey, look, that's why I see slogan up in this one.
I mean, let me get a new one, little booger picker.
Hey, what to the? Can you hear us? We can't hear you.
He talking, but you can't hear him. All I see is his long ass neck.
You probably got to go out and come back. Go out and come back.
Yeah. Right. So I agree, man. Yeah, I agree with all of that, man. I agree with all of that.
Teresa said, "Facts, Ricky. I like that. Not just for the kids, but for relationships as well. What does your relationship look like without the money?"
And hey, coming from somebody who had different type of like father figures, like one or two, but I had a father where he was the breadwinner, and he just would provide all the money. When he was around, he was a good father, but he was getting so much money that he wasn't even able to really be around. And then, yeah, we hear you, bro. And then you had one that was actually
go back out and come back in. Okay.
That was actually, you know what I'm saying? He was a provider, he had a job, but he was actually there to like take me to games, do things like that, like when you coming up, you playing sports and stuff like that, and be supportive, and it was a difference like night and day. So, you can't just give money and then think that's an scapegoat to saying you a good father, man. You got to be out there with them kids and involved in their life, and then you just can't be no bum ass couch potato type nigga neither that ain't got no hustle about yourself and think that you gonna try to say, oh, it ain't about money because you just ain't got no ambition. It don't work like that neither.
Hey, look, I don't need no babysitter. If you just babysitting and I still gotta supply everything for the kids, you can keep that shit.
Right.
Because at this point, you just a fucking babysitter without the pay.
Right.
I gotta bring the food, the clothes, the diapers, the wipes, the phone. Nah, I don't need it. I still need you to make sure you're doing what the fuck you supposed to do. Now, with that being said, people, don't ever get it twisted. I'm saying that it doesn't matter. Those things are important. The quality time aspect of it. Because listen, if you base your whole relationship on a nigga having money, that nigga might be going upside your head. Because let me tell you, a nigga with money do not give a fuck. Because he's like, he makes the money and bitch, you don't do shit. I'm just telling you, I've been.
That shit, Rick.
Hey, what to the?
I will always make sure that I have my own money, no matter what.
Yeah.
Hey, Ricky was getting on your slogan. She told some, do you eat boogers or whatever? Saying what to the sick of the three.
Yeah, I don't like the slogan. Come back, go back to the drawing board and do it again.
Okay.
I ain't like it.
I got clips. I got shots. You know what I'm saying? That's just one shot.
I take the other shit, but that wasn't it. Because all I heard was when Lacey said it was something about some fucking boogers, and I was like, this nigga picking boogers. Like, I don't like it. I didn't like it. I'm just saying. Out of everything he said, all I heard was boogers.
Dang.
I just want listen. If that's all I heard, and I be listening, that's a problem.
And that's so crazy because my niece called.
If they mad, make them mad.
Oh, look, that's so crazy because my niece yesterday she was trying to get her back on, right? And then she was talking to this guy, and she had been talking to a guy with a booger on her face like for the longest. And she came to me, she's like, "Let's see, dude, trying." I said, "Not with that booger on your face." So y'all talking about the booger? That's so gross.
So what you think about the video? It was talking about a man don't have to. A lot of women think you got to have money to be a provider for this bug, or you ain't no man and all this type of stuff.
Hey, check this out, man. You can be exactly what a woman wants. It still won't be enough. You can give her the moon, the stars, the galaxy. She's still gonna be like, but I still ain't got.
Why you ain't give me the sun? Like the
fuck? They always ungrateful. Ungrateful mother.
They always. Why you gotta be? They always
talk that shit.
Some women.
That's just YC issue. Hey, YC, why you the only one that be having that problem?
I ain't the only one.
Talk that shit.
Hey, if you ask any dude that been in a serious type of situation, whether it's a monogamous or they just locked in like that, over time they gonna see what I'm talking about, that ungrateful shit. Like you can become and compromise and adapt, it still ain't never enough. Cause nobody's
Hey,
perfect,
YC.
and they always gonna be looking at your imperfections.
You know, I
YC,
figured
you
it
know
out.
I challenge all of that shit, right? So
He be
it be
having a
the same
moment.
thing on. It be the same thing on. She tell you she like roses and you bring back sunflowers. You like it's still a flower, but nigga, that ain't what she like. Do you be listening, or then do it become an issue after the fact? I'm just asking. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Hey, the goal is to never have an issue. The intentions is always to never have an issue. The intentions is always to have peace. That's the main thing a man want is peace. But if he love who he love, he gonna do that shit you talking about. Learn her, figure her out, all of that. And the man can do that. And check this out, that shit still end up in divorce. What's the divorce rate nowadays? What's the fucking divorce rate nowadays?
Talk that
It's hella
shit,
high.
bro.
Straight up.
Hey, look, I just saw a video that said something about that. They was like, niggas be out here like, what you bring to the table when that nigga ain't got nothing at the table. And then he talking about, now mind you, this is a clear person saying this, so I thought the shit was so fucking hilarious. He's like, and this the same nigga that's gonna be asking you. He didn't use nigga, but he's like, this the same nigga that's gonna be asking you to co-sign on a scat pack. And I couldn't do nothing but laugh.
Hey, Chelsea said
He's
those
like, it's
women.
always
She said those women are unhealed and are not really ready for a relationship. And Randy said you can't call a woman on her flaws. That's blasphemy. Hey, perfect and
But
can
check,
do no wrong, so they don't need accountability. Respect the queen.
I want. Let me
Talk
add
that
one more
shit,
thing
Nah, you
real
man.
should
quick.
definitely call them on that bullshit.
Talk that
And
shit, Blue.
accountability is a motherfucker.
I want to add one more
I take
thing
it
real
very
quick.
strongly.
You was being sarcastic.
Y'all
Talk
can
that
hear me?
shit, Blue. Yeah, go ahead. What?
This the last thing I want to add to that. Like, far as the men on the men's side, one thing men don't know how to do, we were not taught or trained how to pick a quality woman. We be picking ain't shit bitches because they cute or because of they this or because of they that. And then, like, I swear to God, man, we don't know how to pick quality women because it always end up in that divorce type shit. It's crazy.
And then y'all be getting mad. Accountability, that was beautiful.
I
Talk
do this
that.
shit.
Hey, did he said now I'm labeled a woman hater because I call them out because I call them out that they BS. Talk that shit. Talk
No,
that
Randy,
shit,
you call
Blue.
a woman hater because you act like you like a man because that's all you do is bash women. You don't say shit uplifting or try to help. That's
No,
why you're called a woman hater.
Blue, she try to get on your
No, I'm
page.
telling him the truth about how he comes across. Like if all you ever do is call them bitches and hoes, what message do you think gonna come across? I'm just asking. They ain't gonna relate to that.
Well,
It's all in
let's
your
see.
delivery. You can't be like, yeah, I'm sick of all y'all bitches. Then go get you a nigga. That's
But
the only end result.
why she say this all the time? So we know he ain't going to get no niggas. So what we talking about? Right?
No, YC don't say that all the time. YC say he done dealt with some ain't shit bitches, but he also said that YC only saying that because that one girl broke his heart that long time ago in sixth grade. That's the only reason why he's
She
saying
did.
that.
I
YC
swear.
still mad about that girl
She
in the sixth
cheated on.
grade. He
She
ain't dealt
cheated
with
on me with
that.
the new dude that came to school, light skinned dude. I had to find
Oh
out from the
shit.
homies.
He said, Randy said, I call them how they act up in this book.
And how
All
do you
right,
act?
man.
Okay,
Like a
Let
bitch.
me go to this. Let me go to this next topic. Let me go to this next topic. This dude said women tripping. He said, "What's up, bro? I got your number from Chris. My name is Javis. I got an issue I want to post and talk about on your podcast. So peep this. My girl got back like 8 bands for her income tax, and she gave her kid's father half of the money. She talking about he helped with his kids like he is supposed to, so she felt he deserved some of that money. Bro, she taking money out of our house for this dude and ain't tell me shit. Her son told me. I told her if she don't get that money back, then me and her are over. Am I tripping or wasn't she supposed to run that by me first? If you can talk about this tonight, I would appreciate it. I'm about to
Can
go
I go
catch my
first?
business somewhere. This shit got me hot. Go ahead, Rick.
no,
Okay,
I
first
want
off,
to go.
them is not your fucking kids, bro. Whatever her and him do with that money ain't got a bitch ass thing to do with you. If she decide to give that man some money for helping with his kids, as he's entitled to also file those kids, then you can't say a punk ass thing about it, because those are not your kids. That's not your money. You're mad about what she's doing with her money. Now, granted, y'all are in a relationship. She should have that conversation and be like, hey, I'm going to give him X amount of money. I don't think that is wrong that she did it. And I definitely think you tripping because you over here trying to dictate how she does it. Your delivery could be better, and y'all communication, she don't like you that much, my nigga. Y'all might as well break up. I'ma just keep it a buck with you. You might as
That
well break
part.
up with her because she don't like you that much. And the
That
reason why I'm
part.
saying she don't like you that much is because she don't even feel comfortable having fucking financial conversations with you.
Yeah, that part.
She told you that she was getting some money back. You found out through one of the kids, which I don't understand why that's even a question or a topic on why y'all even talking about that with a fucking kid on what's the money going. With that being said, you are definitely in your body over her spending her. I want you to hear this: the money she worked for, the money that she's getting for her kids that she birthed with another man. You're in your body over this, my boy. Go get you a single one or go make your own. You probably mad because your beat don't you down because you probably ain't doing what you supposed to do. This is just what I'm taking from this. I could be completely wrong. I ain't wrong often, but I could be wrong.
All right. Rodney said, "YC Bank." He said, "You spitting." He said, "I ain't getting no ism. I got bumped my head a few times. Like, damn, no training." And Blue Randy said, "Prime example. She proved my point." All right, Louis. Oh, Stacy, you said you want to go. Go ahead, Stacy. Stacy, can you hear me? Is you froze? I think Stacy might have froze. Go ahead, Louis.
Yeah, I see this like two ways. You know, I'm the type like this. If that's how we playing it, then that's how we playing it. You know, because I ain't gonna trip off what's yours. What's yours is yours. You know what I'm saying? I ain't counting your paper like that. You know what I'm saying? But if that's how you moving with somebody that you had this type of attachment and tie to, then that's what it is. So if I move like this with somebody that I had this same situation with, like, it ain't even that I'm doing it intentional. That's just the boundaries and the barriers that you created for the type of relationship or the type of bond that we have. But it ain't like, if it was just money, I don't see an issue with that, because it's like, you know what I'm saying, you claim the kids, you know what I'm saying, but you know, I ain't gonna claim the kids. I'm gonna let you claim the kids, but this is our agreement. Since I did this, and gave you this, then when you get your taxes, this what I'm looking for. You know, if that was an understanding and an agreement that they had, then I don't see an issue with it. But I do see an issue with it if, you know, you being deceitful about it. Like, if me and you locked in and jammed with each other like this, then you should have just came and said, hey, look, this is what I'm thinking about doing. This is what I'm, you know, like, this is how I'm feeling. This is the move that I'm feeling like making. And since I'm with you in this space, I just want to see how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And just to get the person, just to clear all of that and put it out there, just so that person won't feel like that, can feel a certain type of way about it. Because if you're a grown woman, like you saying you're a grown woman, and you moving how you move, you shouldn't have no problem with having that conversation. And it's not that you telling him what to do, because you don't tell your man nothing. You have a conversation and you instruct your man on what you thinking and how you feeling, so y'all can come up with an understanding. When people start just feeling like they can just tell people, like they have no regard of what the other person's feelings is, then that ain't somebody that you should be in a relationship with. Because if I'm gonna make a decision that can affect you about something that's personal to somebody that you done had a relation with like that, then we gonna have to have a conversation, because I don't want you looking at me sideways. I don't want you to think that I got something going on over here when it might not even be nothing going on at all.
All right, Stacy.
Now, how long did it say they were in a relationship? That was it? It didn't say.
Let me see if this. Let me read this thing. Nope.
So maybe this is a new thing and they just ain't got to that level yet or something. I don't know, but that don't seem like a good relationship. Not to have communicated about the taxes. And I just want to know, where is his taxes at? Like, what is he doing? Does she know if he gets some? Are they gonna share that and he waiting for hers, or how this going? I don't know. So, and then as far as, is this something that she do all the time with the father? Maybe they claim the kids together and all that. Maybe they've been doing this for the longest. So, yeah, it definitely has to. A conversation needs to be had, because I'm sure he's going to continue to feel some type of way. Like he may feel like they got something going on. You hear me? So my thing is, it's best to just be in that relationship where you can keep the communication open at all times
Facts.
about anything. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Whether it's good or bad, like communication is the key. A lot of people be trying to hide and be sneaky and stuff, but what's done in the dark is always gonna come to light. So just be open about it. That part.
That's right, man. Whoever said this in, let me talk to you. Come a little closer. Come here, come here. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Nigga, stop trying to take the money up in this mug. The money is for the kids. It ain't your money. Who raised this ninja up in this mug? Listen, it's her money. She worked for it and all this. Now, I understand if you had a relationship, she should have, you know what I'm saying? She should have came to you and was like, listen, I'm gonna give my baby daddy's money. He be helping out with the kids and all this type of stuff. But you can't control nobody else money, especially if you ain't married to him. That is her moolah. That's all I gotta say. I digress, balls. All right, let me read these comments. We got some comments up in this book. Teresa said, "How long have y'all been together? Communication and understanding is key. But if y'all aren't sharing all finances, she right by doing what she wants with her money. Plus, it's their kids, their money." Randy says, "My ex let me claim her son on my taxes still to this day because I helped raise him still, and I'm the only father he knows, and we ain't been together in 5 years, and he lived with me on and off." Rodney said, "The money not for mom or the dad, it's for the kids, to be honest." And Teresa said, "Are y'all living together? I'm just wondering why her taxes are in question. Where are your taxes? Are y'all supposed to be sharing taxes, or are y'all concerned that they're doing more than co-parent?" I feel that right there. That's probably what they
Yeah.
probably like.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
over
Like,
there giving them the
if
coochie.
it
Can I? Oh, go ahead,
no,
Lou.
go ahead. Go ahead.
He worried about.
I got one more thing to say about this whole situation. In this, I'm like, this nigga that made up in his mind that he was gonna take 5,000 and go put down on a motherfucking 200,000-mile car. This nigga made plans with the money. That's all that is.
Right.
He got
Go get this
plans. He made
Yeah. It
plans.
was it more than likely it's either that, Ricky, where he already was like counting the money and he thought like once she got her taxes, it was finna be a good time, right? And she had other plans that she knew that. She knew that, right? So she was like, "Yeah, I got something for him." So she probably, and knowing the woman, she probably only gave him 2,500 and then put another 2,500 up, and then was like, "Okay, I gave him 5. This is what it is." Woo, woo, and then cuffed the 25, and then just made sure she had the rest, and was like, "Yeah, I ain't really had," because the nigga probably was the type of nigga that was leeching or mooching or whatever. That's why he kind of bent out of shape about it, unless it's some other stuff that was going on with like that. You know what I'm saying?
And we got Tone
Wait,
Bone up in the
I swear this is so funny. This is the
Tone
funniest thing
Bone.
I've
He in the
heard.
side seat with Ricky. I see Ricky hit. No, that's
First
no,
off, don't fucking play no
that's
games.
just
I don't
play.
need no
That's just
smoke with
play.
nobody
That's
talk
just
thinking
play.
that nobody motherfucking with
That's just,
Ricky, okay? Not
that's just
on
play.
duty. Not
That's just
on
play.
motherfucking duty.
Just play. What's cracking, Tone Bone up in this?
No problem. No
I was gonna
problem.
say Tone Bone missed 2 weeks in a row, nigga. You're fired, nigga.
On
Nigga,
your day
yeah,
off,
nigga, you finna be like the Temptations. We gonna be staring at you through the window, nigga.
David Ruffin.
He go, y'all can't do this to me, nigga. I made y'all asses. You ungrateful son of a bitch. Hey man, hold on. We got another comment up in this. Rodney said women emotions are tied to the money also. And Rodney said, Tone Bone, where you been at, my boy?
I've been trying to get my fucking life together.
Yeah, I told you.
Who raised this dick? All right, let me go to this next topic though. Bam, let me erase that. Okay, booyah. All right, next topic, yo.
Very few people are going to tell you this, but growth hurts. We love to talk about growth and how we're leveling up, but here's the part most people don't say. Growth isn't glamorous, it's painful. Growth means stretching and breaking and letting go of things that can't go with you to the next level. Growth comes at a cost. It costs your comfort, it costs your old mindset, and sometimes it even costs your relationship. James 1 and 2 says, consider it pure joy when you face trials of many kinds because you know that testing of your faith produces perseverance. Then check what it says. It says, let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Did you catch that? You have to go through the process so that you are mature for the purpose. Growth is a process and it's not painless. But here's the promise. The pain has a purpose. God is pruning and shaping and preparing you for what's next. Question is, are you willing to endure the discomfort for the destiny? Because you can't have both. Growth hurts, but staying stuck hurts worse. You have to trust that the pain is part of the preparation.
All right, Tall Ball, go ahead, take that. You know what? I think Tone froze on us. Go ahead, Louis. Oh, there you
And
go.
nah,
Go ahead,
that's
Tone.
beautiful. You don't hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
You don't hear me? All right. Like, that's dope because
We can
like
hear you and everything
growth,
else.
like when people all the time like, oh, God bless me, I'm doing this.
You're in the Matrix. You done went into the
What?
Matrix, Tone. Sounds super like. Look,
I can hear
he
me.
said,
Like,
"What?"
can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Like anything you go through, like it's like any type of process in life, it's like it's the pain of growing. It's nothing easy. You got to be uncomfortable to gain comfortability. A lot of times people don't like to be uncomfortable. You run back to what's comfortable, right? But in life, like especially when blessings, when God say He coming back, He ain't coming back and shit gonna be all roses and bubbles. You know what I mean? They raise that hand and people gonna fall, like for real. Like that shit, like when you growing, you realize the shit you did when you were like beneath what you're doing. Like the shit that you've caused and the shit you've done. It's like looking in the mirror and really understanding your fuck ups.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't look in the mirror and understand that, then you're really not growing in it. Yeah,
Right.
I
All
agree
right.
with.
All right, Louis, go ahead. We can't hear you, Louis. Did you on mute? Nope, we can't hear you, Louis. You probably gonna have to go out and come back in. Nope, can't hear you. All right, Ricky.
And look, I always say that's my new motto now. Change the story you've been telling yourself. With that being said, in order for you to get to the next level, you're gonna have to in for years. Everybody can't go to the top with you. You gotta leave some motherfuckers behind. And that's the same thing with growth. When you know better, you do better. Hey, healing is hard and it's lonely. Because we're gonna always be tempted by the bullshit that you used to do. With that being said, it's going to hurt a whole lot. I agree wholeheartedly with it. It hurt me a lot to let a lot of shit go. Like a lot. I had to do a lot of soul searching because I was not ready to let it go. But once you let that shit go, I swear you feel better. I feel like I lost weight. How much shit I had let go.
Sometimes you
Got on the
got to
scale and
let
it
it.
reminded me that I was still fat. But I lost weight from all the stress and the bullshit that I was going through. Nigga, health got better. I ain't been dealing with all that extra shit. I'm telling you, stress is the most deadliest killer out here. Motherfuckers like the doctor's gonna say it was something else, but it be stress.
Stressed like a motherfucker.
Hey, hey,
It be
Ricky,
stressed like hell.
hey, Ricky, I learned your favorite word phrases. With that being said,
With that being said, no, I'm just now you gotta let a motherfucker know. Look,
that
just because
being
I
said,
said that. With that being said, that was the end. I ain't had nothing else.
all right, go ahead, Stacy.
I'm looking at Tone tear up this food and I'm holding the mug like I'm sorry.
Oh, who raised your tone over
Wait,
here?
wait.
He down on the screen. Who raised this ninja? No.
So
We can't hear you. All of y'all in the matrix today.
I didn't really get to hear or see the video or whatever. I
Let's
think
just talk
you
about
guys
growth.
are
We
saying,
just talk about growth is painful. It's not peaceful. This like growth hurts. So that's basically what they was talking about.
oh, okay. So growth hurt, yes. I mean, but it's a good thing, you know? Growth is always a good thing. You bettering yourself and you going towards hopefully something healthier. You know. So I think Ricky was saying something about if you hold on to the past or hold on to hurt, you will have stress. So yeah, let it go. Be stress free so you can heal, so you can be more healthier, and you can walk in your light and grow better. You know what I'm saying? Move towards something better and healthier. You know, it's like a new day, new dawn, new bright light, just think of it like that. Like you're moving towards something better and something brighter. But yeah, that part.
Yeah, Louis.
Yeah, so I say you gotta embrace that shit, man. You know, without no pain, you ain't gonna get no gain. You like if you just escaping, trying to escape everything you going through, the journey and the experience and the process, you're not gonna get the lesson out of what you're going through. You know, with every difficulty comes ease. Wisdom didn't come without pain. It's you have to go through some things to get perfected. It's just like fire. It's like a diamond. You have to put the fire on the stone in order for it to crystallize to come into its true essence. And that's life. That's the same resemblance of life. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You get that fire put on you. It's gonna make you or break you. Either you gonna disintegrate or you gonna crystallize. And that's just what it is.
Yeah, man. I used to didn't understand these words when I used to be like, it gets lonely at the top and heavy is the head, the words, the crown, and all this type of stuff. And like as I started to grow, like period, like in life and in my career and everything, like the people who are not, want you to keep doing the same things with you, they fall off. You know what I'm saying? Basically, like because you're not doing those same things with them or anymore and all this type of stuff. And it's like you especially if you're trying to like read books and all this, trying to get your mindset, to a point of a higher level. You know what I'm saying? Like those people start falling off. So, and it be people who you like super close to. So that in itself hurts, you know what I'm saying? Because you're like, dang, these are the people who I rock with, who I came up with, but I have to, let these people go. So that is another form of it. Also, where they talk about growth hurts, everybody just gave their examples too, but that's another form of it, like having to let people go out your life who you feel that you were close to, or you thought that was close to you or whatever, and just growing your mindset. And it's all also about accountability too. You have to really look at yourself in the mirror and do self-reflection and take accountability for the actions and the things you do, and be like, okay, I know I'm fucking up, I know I'm doing wrong, so I have to change this. And like you said, it's not no easy process, it's not an overnight process. It's like when people get like hooked on drugs and you be like, oh man, you got to get off that. Just telling them, to get off that, they ain't gonna make them get off of it. They have to want to in the inside, and then they have to work at it, like a process it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not an overnight thing. It's gonna hurt. It's just like I said with a drug addict. When they are getting off drug, they having those withdrawals, they shaking and all this type of stuff. But they work it. It's hard for them to get out. But once you, like you said, once you eventually get over that, get through that thing. You're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna feel peace. You're gonna feel love, and it's gonna feel like it's great. You know what I'm saying? Like they always say, when you get your success, it's not you feel great because of the journey that you went through to get it. You know what I'm saying? The journey is the most important part of it. You know what I'm saying? But once you finally get it, you feel that relief because you didn't put in all this work. So the journey is the greatest thing up in this picture.
What? So do you saying you relapse though when you do stuff? What are you saying? You saying just like a drug addict?
Yes,
So
that's like,
so how often do you relapse? Is it every couple of years? Every
listen,
30 days? How often do a
listen.
person?
Listen, it's all like everything is always like they say, and this is with anything, like period. Like when the people go to they Alcoholic Anonymous, and even if they off drugs 10, 15 years, they be like, hey, my name is this and I'm an alcoholic. They still owning it, and they still, not meaning they're going back to it. They know that they've done this thing, period. So they work every day to make sure that they don't go back into that, to the way,
I know, but how often do so? Let's
it's
say,
go ahead.
okay, so there's no time here. Okay, so when you, okay, I just know people who say, "Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say, let's just know." I'm gonna just say the example. Let me give an example. Oh, I'm gonna stop cheating, and then like we're gonna do 4 years, and then do the same thing again. Like, how often do a person? What do you call that? Is it like relapse, rehab? What you mean?
Hey,
Rehab?
look, that's a narcissist. An apology with
Okay,
no change
I'm just
behavior
trying to
is
figure out
fucking
what to call
narcissist.
it. I'm just
You
trying
can
to
call
figure
it
out.
whatever you want to. Let me not say narcissist. That's a cheater. A cheater is a cheater. Shit,
Okay,
that's who that is. That's just a cheater. They're a cheater.
that part. All right, I'm just trying to figure it out.
Every individual is their own self. So that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like nobody knows nobody's
How much
life. So,
you
so,
laughing
so look,
at?
so you can't call
What?
no look,
Tell
you can't call nobody that if you are not in that person's life and know
that
what that
part,
person is
because I
going
can't
through.
do. I
Man,
don't
the
even know how
bullshit.
to
Hey,
cheat.
boy.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Nah, bro. Bullshit is bullshit.
Hey, I
That
was just gonna say that. Hey, cause y'all been
that
calling
part.
R. Kelly a rapist, but y'all wasn't in his life.
Who just because nigga we seen the tapes, nigga, that nigga was up there with the cherry, peeing
You
on
wasn't
the
in
no,
his
no.
cherry.
life though, so you
It
can't
was
call him
peeing
that.
on him. It was peeing on him
You
in
just
the
gotta call him R. Kelly. You wasn't in his life, bro.
if you didn't see the tapes, nigga, then you can
I still love me
You
some
that
R.
can't
nigga
call
had
Kelly.
the
him the
soul,
diddler
that
because you
nigga
wasn't
had
in
the
his
soul
life.
train award, nigga. He
I
was
just want I just want to say you can't call him the diddler. You wasn't in his life.
who raised this ninja Ricky up in this bug. But as I was saying, you know what I'm saying? Each individual is different, period. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I had to say about that topic.
Period I or period
Bars Dipset. Did I read this comment? Randy said, pray about it, read the Bible, that'll do a lot of healing. Trust me.
What? Randy
Blue know
said
what he be
something
talking.
about
Hey, Blue.
prayer?
Hey, Blue. What you been on lately, Blue?
Well, he
Talk
Hey,
said
look,
this
that
something.
was
shit,
the.
Blue.
Hey, listen, just for that, you know my shit list no more. You cool in my book now, just for that one
Hey,
comment.
Blue.
Hold
Hey,
on
Blue.
now,
Let me
No,
Blue.
the
ask you
next time
You
something,
you
said
say
Blue.
something, you
Blue,
might be back
Blue.
on it.
You said bullshit is bullshit. Don't listen to a Blue shit lying to you.
Hey, Blue. Hey, Blue.
Nah, I said, nah, the next time he say something, he might be
I'm
back
proud
on
of
it.
this
But for right now,
nigga,
you
Blue.
cool.
I salute that shit, brother.
I don't know why his
See, if you be a little more positive, you'll get better responses from females.
he
Man, I
said
don't know nothing about
motherfuckers
that
been
shit.
knew R. Kelly and Creep since he was dating Aaliyah. They just waited to social media to blast him. And Rodney said
Hey,
R. Kelly
facts,
and
no
Robert are
lies.
different. He said R. Kelly and Robert are different people in my
Motherfucker.
no, we can't hear nothing you said.
What's that noise?
I think that's Tom. Yeah, that was Tom. All right, let me go to this next
Tom
topic.
just chilling, eating it, relaxing, and all kind of stuff.
All right.
The moment that you stand on business and you really leave, they don't expect it. And the moment that you allow a man to realize that you ain't gonna never leave, he gonna start treating you like you ain't gonna leave.
You know what's crazy? That's men and women, because
Yeah.
I found myself in the past being looked at as the person who would never leave.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah, until I finally cut off the access.
Mm-hmm.
So I wholeheartedly understand that. But being the motherfucker who not trying to leave, cause it's like, man, look, I want this shit to work, but you forcing me to get the fuck away from you.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to make this shit work. But when you are the person who is looked at as the person that'll never leave, you are the most disrespected person.
Do you know what's crazy? I told somebody that the moment that you take a man or a woman back after they disrespected you, they will never respect you after that.
Ever.
All right, Louis, go ahead and take that.
Hold on. Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with the last comment. That just because a person disrespects you, that never respect you. I don't feel like that. I feel like sometimes you got to get an understanding so you can let that be known to where you can, you know what I'm saying, earn your respect. Because some people just have it fucked up, you know what I'm saying. But as far as everything that they were saying prior to that, I agree with that. As far as just, you know, being an individual who been in relationships or wanting to be in a relationship to want it to work, and then it's like you feeling like you being forced out of a situation because of whatever the disrespect, whatever the case may be, how whatever the problem was, and you invested wholeheartedly in that space with that individual. You know, but at the end of the day, it's like you got to draw the line, and I feel like the line gets drawn when it comes intentional. Like when you get so disrespectful or you be hurting a person intentionally, I don't care what it is intentionally. When you have no regard of that person's emotional state of being, and they physical state of being, or they mental state of being, or whatever the case situation may be, then that's when it's time to exit that situation, that relationship, because it's nothing there. No, that person's supposed to be the person that you consider first when it comes to anything. So if it's not none of that going on, then yeah, you're gonna have nothing left in that space. It's time to move on.
Okay, Tone.
I like that,
Yeah.
Louis. That's what's
But
up. I feel that.
I'm with my brother Louis. Like it was, I understood him, but I felt like I seen him going towards the ending statement of like you can't like a person do this one time, they're gonna always do it. When that ain't normally the case. Like people change every day.
Facts.
You gotta really just pay attention to a person's behavior. If a person loves you, a person you're not gonna jump into a relationship automatically knowing how to love a person or automatically knowing how to, be a
Facts.
perfect person for that person. My
Facts.
grandma just told me the other day, you know what I'm saying? She's like, you ain't a good man, so I'm like, you ain't a perfect man, so why are you looking for the perfect woman? You gotta build that shit. You get what I'm saying? Like so when people get I think we get so lost in I want to be in a relationship, or you should know how to love me, you should not be give a person a time to you gotta teach a motherfucker how to love you. Show a motherfucker what you
Exactly.
like. I can't go and buy your favorite food if I never known this was your favorite food type shit. You get what I'm saying? Like that shit comes with time. Now if a motherfucker spending the time with you and they doing this shit and even if it's the third month and the motherfucker don't know something you like, then you need to probably evaluate some shit. You get what I'm saying? But it's
So,
like it's
Tone,
forever.
can I ask you a question?
What?
So you're saying like by 3 months you should
No,
know
I'm
the
saying about three
person?
months he should know something. I'm not saying
Okay.
everything. He
Hey,
should know
hey,
Okay.
something.
Tone, can I
If your
add
favorite
something to
color,
that? Can
if
I
your
add
favorite color
something?
purple, he should know your favorite color purple or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Okay.
Hey, Tone, what you saying is a woman should be just as a good teacher, just as much as a man should be a good teacher to his woman, right?
And yeah, because it's a
Because
partnership.
she got to teach you how to love her
Once you
properly the way she want to
if
be
me and
loved, right?
Louis, if me, facts.
Right.
Hold up,
Yeah.
is I'm froze?
Nah, you good?
Now you talking.
I'm
We hear
froze.
you. We hear
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I now, but like, yeah, I agree with you. It's like a partnership, right? You're not going to invest money with somebody and you don't know shit about this person you invested money with.
And the
So
way,
why would you invest time? Why
yeah.
would you invest time with this person and not share you and like that. Y'all gotta know each other. You gotta teach this shit. Like a motherfucker. And it sounds crazy because people like, oh, I ain't nobody teacher. But it ain't really technically teaching. It's just allowing your person to know you, being transparent enough to where your
It
person
is
can
teaching,
understand this.
Tom. It is teaching, bro. It is
Yeah,
teaching.
I know, but so sometimes people
No,
get
we
hung
gotta
up on
mold
words.
each other. We gotta mold each other to what we
Yeah.
want it to be.
Yeah, but we need to be where we need to be for each other,
Exactly.
Cause once you get there, like you just gotta teach, like you say, teach,
Yeah.
and the crazy thing is just people be so like nowadays we get more conversations like this of why people should leave
Right.
more than why people should stay.
Why
Why
people
is it
should
worth
stay.
staying in? Why is it worth staying in a relationship? Why is love
Yeah.
worth fighting for? Why is a
Right.
relationship actually? Because I never go through this. I never. But watch what the fuck you go through after you say what you'll never go through. If you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans.
Facts.
Like you never know what the fuck gonna go on out here. You better say the shit that you know love you and show you compassion and something that you can build with, and stop looking at tangible shit and basing love off something tangible. Cause love ain't got shit to do with tangible things at all.
All right, go ahead, Stacy.
And that's what I say. Like nobody can be Stacy. You know what I'm saying? I'm my own person. So besides what everybody else is saying out here, or however they may feel, I'm still me at the end of the day. Okay. Like if I chose to give somebody a chance, that's me. So worry about yourself. And you, okay, disrespect. As soon as you see somebody disrespect you, yeah, I feel like you should leave because then they're going to continue to. But then on the other hand, like once you have about disrespect within the relationship, then I think it's going to be a cycle and you guys will both disrespect each other. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure she or he is not going to sit back and let, one or the other disrespect them. You know what I'm saying? So I think once you see disrespect, it's just best to go ahead and leave. But it's okay for people to tell you something. Oh, you should do this, you should do that. But at the same time, 9 times out of 10, those same people that are telling you something, they're doing the opposite. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's like, so don't be listening to the people.
Facts.
You have your own mind and do what you do. Nobody can be the best version of you. Okay?
Exactly.
And if you decide to give a person a chance, continue on and do you. And then, hey, it's up to you of how much or how long you can take, or whatever you may. But communication to me is the major key. Okay, so teach, learn, love, communication. Okay,
Stacey, hey, I go back to what Tom Bone was talking about.
Right.
Where being that you gotta teach, like people afraid of that, where people feel like you getting little low because somebody say so you gotta teach a person something.
Right.
Like what you just said, Stacey, is ain't no woman on this earth like you. Period. Right? So if I come into space with you, I can't think because I was a hell of a relationship that I'm gonna be a hell of a dude for you. Because what you might require is a whole different, you might have financial security. So me doing what I was doing for her that was making me a hell of a dude for her situation, you don't even need that. Like you already secure. You might need me to rub your feet after you come in, and like you might need to rub your back. You might need sexual security. You might need other things.
Give me a massage. I'm good.
You feel what I'm saying?
Part.
So it comes down to having a good teacher. See, because if that woman, see, when you go to school, you don't look at the teacher and say, oh, it's a bad teacher, a good teacher. You look at the graduates that teacher got. You look at how many people was able to take that exam and pass. That's what's going to determine a good teacher now. So a person have to be willing to be a good teacher. You got to know how to study the person you with to be able to move them emotionally to do what you need them to do for your well-being. It's a positive manipulation. It's things that you got to do in that space to be able to bring that person into your space. You can't be talking to no person any type of way or treating no person any type of way and thinking that a person gonna love you the way you want to be loved. It's not gonna happen.
Right. Good job. Yep, Weaver.
All right, Ricky, your turn.
Hey, Ricky.
Hey, look, I wholeheartedly agree with like telling the person how to treat you right. I also do believe that People do allow people to motherfucking misuse them, and they don't like when the tables are turned. So it's the saying is, do unto others as you want done unto you. Don't be out here doing fucked up things and then getting mad at people for doing fucked up shit to you either. With that being said, with that being said, all I'm saying is you do set you set the temperature on how you allow a motherfucker to treat you. I've learned that people can't talk to me a certain way. I don't like to be yelled at. If I feel like I'm getting yelled at, I'll shut down. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna correct you the first time. I'm like, hey, don't talk to me like that. Then if you continue to do the shit, then you gonna get thug Ricky. You're not gonna get nice Ricky no more. Ain't nothing nice about it. You have to teach people how you want to be treated. Like relationship, friendship, whatever it is. Stand on that shit. Like if you gonna have a boundary, don't keep moving it. Don't bend your boundary. Like you gotta really, really stand on it. With that being said, also,
With that being
I gotta
said,
be great. Yeah, you sure motherfucking right about it because you need to know that this shit being said for real in real life. People, I'm not telling people to stay or leave. Only you know when you had enough, and only you know when it ain't worth fighting for no more.
Facts.
I can't tell you one way or the other what you should do. I give you my opinion, and that's just that. You take it for what it's worth. Either you do it or you don't. Either way, guess what I'm gonna be? I'm gonna be quite the fuck all right. I ain't gonna lose no sleep over if you with somebody going upside your head or somebody cheating on you. I ain't losing not a lick of fucking sleep. I'm gonna sleep peacefully, slobbering and snoring. Just want to throw it the fuck out there. Don't ever think that Ricky gonna be the reason why you ain't happy with whatever situation you got. Cause Ricky gonna tell your ass, do whatever you feel is best for you. Cause what Ricky would do would be different from what you would do. With that, just love on people a little bit more. Don't give up at the first sign of it. But if that nigga punch you in your eye, baby, you might want to run. Don't listen to that nigga telling you he ain't gonna do it again. That nigga gonna hit you in your other eye, bitch. You ain't gonna see it coming. Don't leave, baby.
look, we got some comments now. Hold on. Randy says, I always get good responses from women. Sometimes you gotta talk to them with ignorance because that's what they used to. They not used to being uplifted. I was raised on tough love. Be too respectful. They'll try to play you like a sucker, and I'm far from that. And
That's true too.
yeah, he said Pac may keep your head up and wonder why they call you bitch to separate the two. Teresa says sometimes it's not even hurting them intentionally. They become complacent. It becomes a fact of disregarding the person's needs and wants because you think no matter what you do, they won't leave. Yep, that's true too. She also said, right tone, you got to look at it like what I'm doing to make sure that person wants to stay. She says a good teacher is one thing, but you have to be willing to be a good student as well. That is
Ooh, talk that
that
shit.
is a super fact.
Facts.
Randy said my massages turn into long-term relationships and they get too small. And last thing is Ricky being a bully since '06.
Hey, first off, quit putting my business out there. Bruh, damn.
Hey, Randy, I don't want a massage from you. Bye.
Quit putting my business out there, though, Randy. On baby Jesus, don't do that no more. Damn.
Damn,
Ricky used
Ricky.
to be on the south side.
Jesus.
I grew up on the south side, man. I
Yo.
used to run all them south side streets. On baby.
that
Oh, look.
that
Hey,
that
Oh,
that
listen.
explains
man.
that explains a lot.
Yeah,
It don't
most
explain
definitely
shit,
do.
so shut up. It don't
Hey,
explain
Yo,
not shit. Now shut up. But look, can I say one more thing about this topic real quick?
Go ahead and say
he
what?
Um,
said
What's
he
up
from the
with the topic
south
real
side.
quick?
hey, look, when it comes to like your person and shit, I was that person where I was like, I would never leave until I left, right? When I left, and I'm just talking about them kids' peoples, because that's what I refer to him as. When I finally did leave him, that nigga to this day still be like, I didn't think you would ever leave. I just didn't think that you would leave me. I'm like, how much shit you thought I was gonna take? I've been leaving you for 2 years, nigga. You just ain't noticed.
And
I'm just saying.
it's so funny we're talking about this because I have a 19-year-old niece and she was like, Auntie, I can't believe my boyfriend is actually gone. Now he's not your boyfriend anymore because you didn't treat him right. And she was like, now somebody else got him. So we can look on see how long that lasts. Why is you worried about that? He left because you kept doing him wrong. So that part.
That's because now she finna try to sabotage that shit, and it still ain't gonna make him come back. Tell her to go on with her life.
Yeah, that sabotage shit ain't cool. Bitch need to hang themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, man. Let me go to this next topic.
There's some people that can't stand your guts. They are upset that you breathe. They got a problem whenever you walk in the room and you ain't done nothing to them. God said, take it as confirmation you must be anointed. God, I can't hear nobody. There's some people in this room. All your life you had to fight. Since you was in middle school, folk been talking about you and ridiculing you and poking fun at you, and you didn't do anything to her. All you did was carry an anointing. The enemy of our people doesn't want to see you go any further. They want you to stop right where you are. But they got no idea you just getting started.
Man, who sent this TD Jakes ass shit in?
The play. Go ahead, Louis. Go ahead and take that.
I don't even know. I don't even really know what he was.
He said,
I mean,
"People hate you."
I'ma just take part of what he was saying, and I'ma just elaborate on what he was saying, because he sounded like a modern day MLK or something.
People hate you.
Like he was a pastor slash Martin Luther King Jr. slash, like he was on that type of time. So I'm gonna just say what he was saying was, from what I was just got it saying when I read the caption, it says people can't stand you. People hate you just for who you are. I feel like that's a real thing. I know it's a real thing. When you an emblem of light, when you bring around positive energy, people always looking to discredit who you are just as a person. Like if just let me be me, just let me do what I do. If I ain't doing nothing intentionally offensive to you, why you drawing off me? Because you ain't happy with yourself. And I feel like when people get more secure in themselves, then the hate in the world it'll just cease to desist. It'll just decease, because if I'm in my lane and I'm doing what I need to do, then I ain't got time to be tripping off of you. But I feel like the problem is, like Stacey said, people be worried about other people that ain't got no business worried about, and that's where a lot of the, like they say, messiness come in, and people just got hate inside of them for no reason. So I just feel like people just need to get tapped into themselves and take a look in the mirror, and if they ain't happy with their results, then they got to change some things.
And I feel like that's why I say the best thing to get at people who hate you is to ignore them. You know what I'm saying? They hate it. You know what I'm saying? They hate it. I've learned that on my protect my peace mission. Like people will keep your name in their mouth. They'll keep hating. They'll tell other people about, try to discredit your name to other people, which I don't ever give a, what I'm saying? Like I always say, if somebody would stop talking to me, or just off the words of what another person say, that I don't want you around me anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't think for yourself. It shows you're gullible. It shows you're easily influenced. So I don't want those type of people around me anyway, period. So I just learned, like, once you ignore people and you just let them keep doing, like, they're destroying themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's why my captain said I live rent free in people's head, because my name always be mentioned, but I do not think about these people. I'll be like, focus on your work. And when you ignore a person, they just hate it, so they're destructing themselves. They talking about you. The evil is in their heart. You know what I'm saying? So once you don't do that, you gain your own power, because you give them power. If you thinking about it, if you responding to it, if you keying and hollering and all this type of stuff with that person, you're giving them power over you to make them think, or let them know that they're affecting you. So let people hate your guts. You don't have to associate with them. You can, guess what? You can remove them out your life and just look forward. Have your tunnel vision. You don't have to allow those people in your life. So that's all I got to say about that. Go ahead, Tom.
I don't been listening to shit like that. Cause you could be people could be looking at you when you walk in the room at the fucked up person, because you a fucked up person. Like it's just like perspective. Not everybody think Bone is correct. Bone probably ain't been correct in every situation. It is what the fuck it is. Um,
Fact, Louis was just before you
I
came
don't
on
know.
today. Louis was like, "Man, I don't like this nigga." No, it's fine. Not just fine.
I mean, it is what it is. It's motherfuckers right
That is
now. You
fucking
hear
with
me?
you. That is
It's
fucking with
motherfuckers right now. You hear me? That say, "Oh, Bone this and Bone ain't this and Bone this," and you hear me?
facts.
And it's a motherfucker that'll say Bone or mother. Like we say, no matter what type of shit, you hear me? Motherfuckers will think I ain't shit, and some people think I am the shit.
Facts, bro. That's how it
But no
goes. It
matter
always
what
go
type of
like this.
shit no matter what type of shit I am, they remember my motherfucking name.
Straight like that. Talk that shit, nigga.
Straight the fuck up. Give a fuck
Straight
what
like
person
that.
what people think, man. Like for real, and that's the thing. Like to where and like when preachers or people that be talking like that, like God tell you though, like when you walking in my name, a lot of motherfuckers don't. It is what it is. But you ain't. It ain't your job to worry about what the fuck another person thinking. You keep your faith. You keep your eyes forward. And you
Facts.
walk in, you walk in your light, regardless what the fuck it is, because a person can think, oh, well, this person is this person is that. They don't know what the fuck mission God got you on. They don't know what type of walk you gotta walk, like for real.
Fact.
Talk that shit, talk. Talk that
Like
shit,
straight up for
talk.
real. 'Cause, like even OG talked to him one day. I was telling him, God say he send motherfuckers prophets that look like them and talk like them and walk like them. A nigga in the hood ain't gonna go and listen to a TD Jakes talking ass nigga. He'll listen to a big homie that look just like him. And if big homie talking that truth or talking that church to him, it's the same thing. But a person in church like, oh, well, you doing this, you doing that. You can't judge a person. You don't know the person. Like do what the fuck you doing and keep your walk and keep your faith with God. Fuck with another motherfucker, man. Worry about what God think about you. People gonna be mad at you all the time.
That's the standard. That's the standard. People comparing themselves to lower standards. Compare yourself to the high standard.
Facts. Hey, man, that's real shit. All right, Tom. You said people gonna be like he a fucked up person. People gonna be like he a great person. Don't feed too much into
Can I
either
go?
one.
I know. Look, I know a bitch that hate me and a woman that love me. Fuck them.
He said,
Hey,
"Fuck." Go
hey,
ahead, Ricky.
for
Hey,
real, it
look.
is what it
I like
is.
that, Tom. I like
Hey,
that.
look. Hey, look. Jesus been dead for 90,000 years, and they still talking about that man.
Facts.
You hear me?
You
I
hear
said
That
he
me?
nigga ain't
got
existed.
pussy
He ain't
knocking
this.
that
He ain't
shit.
man. Whatever. Fuck.
Listen, I'm saying it doesn't matter if you're dead, alive, doing good, bad, or indifferent. A motherfucker's going to talk about you. And this is the thing. People got me in different versions. So whatever they said about me, believe that shit. I don't give a fuck.
My
Facts. That's
mama.
how I feel. That's
If
how I
that's
Everybody
the,
feel.
if
got
that's
different
the, hey,
versions of
That's what
me.
I
Some
said.
people got
I don't
fucked
give a
up
fuck.
Ricky. Some
Shit.
people got thug Ricky. Some people
Facts.
got
That's what I
drug dealer
said.
Ricky. Like
look,
some people got corporate Ricky. It just
look.
depends.
Talk that
Everybody
shit.
got different
Hey,
versions of
listen.
me. So with that
Look what
being
I
Talk,
said.
said, I
Whatever they
give
say,
zero
believe that
talk.
shit. But
fucks.
I don't
I
give a
give
fuck.
zero fucks
On my
about
mama.
anything
If
because
they said
the version of me
I
that
did that
most
shit.
people, the version of me that most people know is not the
The
version of
fuck?
me that I am today. Motherfuckers still be talking
Facts,
about old
nigga.
shit I did. Just like how Randy was like, yeah, you was a bully back on Low Say. Did used to be out there DD10 niggas. That's a different story.
Hooray, these niggas.
Hey, look, I was a thug. Like, listen, I was a for real tomboy. Like, I was out there playing motherfucking full contact, motherfucking sports and shit, football. Like, hey, no bullshit, but like for real. Whatever a person say about me, believe it. I don't give a fuck. Cause guess what I'm gonna do at night? Sleep fucking peacefully. I'm not gonna lose a
No,
wink of
facts.
sleep over what
Fact.
somebody
No,
else
hold up.
think.
Hold up. It
I say
depends on
that
who
all
mad
the
at me. I
time
may
when I
lose
meet.
some sleep.
I say that all the time
Listen,
when I
you might
meet.
lose some sleep. I'm not losing no sleep regardless of who mad at me. Because
That
guess who problem that is that you mad?
boy,
That's your problem.
I sleep well
You're
every night.
mad, not me.
Facts. Talk that
You're
shit.
mad, not me. You
Could be
stressed,
mine.
not me.
Depending on who
Talk
mad.
that shit, Ricky.
Listen, I don't care who it is. It can be my kids, my man,
Yeah,
my
but if the
mom. It
right
doesn't
person mad
matter.
at me,
Hey,
hey,
it ain't even the
Hey,
right. I'm gonna
listen, when
sleep
you
good
get done,
regardless.
yeah,
when
fuck
you
that.
get done, they're mad, not me.
Facts.
There's a couple people
So
in
I'm
life.
definitely not gonna
If
lose no
Catherine
sleep
Reed
over
called me and say,
whoever mad.
Antonio,
Hey,
hey,
I'm gonna have to
if
agree.
Hey,
my
I'm gonna have
grandma
to agree.
mad at
I'm
me,
just
I
speaking. I'm
may,
just
you hear
speaking
me?
my piece
I'm
on
gonna
it.
have to
So
agree
you
with
know, I
Ricky
let
on
them
this
be
one. So,
great.
I'm sorry. I'm
Look,
gonna have to agree with Ricky on this one. Man, I lose no sleep at night.
Fuck that.
Randy said I
If
was
somebody,
offer you no massages. Teresa said, Tom, she gave you the claps. Rodney said, I feel you, Louis. Well said. He sounded like he was gonna ask for the 10%. And he
on the
said, could
mind, didn't he?
like, what's that? And he said, thanks, Bone. All right, Stacy, go ahead.
Well, it's about time. No, I'm gonna just say I'm not trying to be arrogant or nothing, but hey, I don't care what the people say. I am that shit, okay? And if I feel like I am who I am, that's all it needs to be. So I don't care what nobody think or none of that. That part. So keep your words to yourself because whatever, it don't even matter. Or you can say whatever. It doesn't faze me. My thing is, it is what it is. I don't let nothing bother me. I'm good. I know who I am. I know you can't do nothing for me and you can't do nothing to me. Well, you can try. A lot of people, it's haters everywhere. And I'm just say that. So, but my thing is, yeah, I am that shit. That part. And if I feel like that and I think that, then I don't even care what you think. That part. So, and as far as TD Jakes, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of, they talked about him. We don't know facts or whatever. But
Hey, they did that nigga did whatever they say he did.
so you voice your own opinion, and even if we out here talking about him or whoever's out here talking about him, he is who he is. So, let him be. Just like I'm gonna continue to be me, whoever's saying whatever. Hey, they may know me, they may not, but whatever. I know who I am. That part.
And I forgot which
Better
one of
than me,
y'all said
Stacey.
it
I already
told
know
her
who I
Ricky,
am
but
half
like
the
Hey,
they
time.
hey,
said,
Stacy,
they said that
Tell your
whoever
people down here they can shake the hair over my motherfucking order.
hey
Who there?
listen,
Who there?
hey,
I don't know who these folks
Let me
is.
see. Are
Oh,
you so
hey,
silly?
listen. Hey,
so I
listen, I
don't
forgot. I don't know if Tone or Ricky said
know.
this. I forgot which one of them said it, but like they said, whatever a person say about me, they can believe that shit. I don't give a fuck. Ooh,
Yeah, that was
praise
me.
ninjas.
That was me.
I
Hey,
lose
That was
no
me.
sleep at night. I sleep very
yeah,
great
that.
and
Hey,
wake up in
look.
peace.
Let
Bars.
me tell you though. Let me
Talk
tell
that
you.
shit. You can't tell me, Tone, if you ain't gonna talk that
Let
shit.
me tell you.
You gotta talk
For
that shit.
real. I mean,
What you trying to tell us? What you trying to tell us,
You gotta
Tom?
talk that shit if you gonna tell me.
what they said for real. What they said.
Up, fool. This fool must be high.
I'm
What's
high. I'm
up?
high, and I'm full.
Believe that shit, nigga.
Nah, I missed y'all last week, man.
No, you
Yeah.
didn't, nigga. No, you didn't, nigga. You ain't come on that show, nigga. Who right
But
now?
I was sleep like a motherfucker, guy. I got out work and said, man, look, I'm getting old. I told my grandma my back becoming a grizzle, my grizzle becoming a back now. This shit hurt. I can't be helping her do too much shit.
All right, let
I'm
me go
old
ahead.
now.
Where we at? 144. All right, let me go
I'm
to
about to
the
be 40.
1 hour. Oh, that 4 minute. Check this out.
95% of people do not heal between relationships. So what happens is we go through a relationship, it's traumatic, we go through the breakup. Then what we tend to do to numb the pain was we go right into another relationship, not realizing that we're dating the same person over and over again. They just change faces and names because we didn't realize that in order to change the mate, you got to first change the bait. Meaning we have to change how we're hooking people. If you fish with bass bait, you're going to constantly catch bass or grouper, right? Or trout, right? And in order to change the bait, you got to heal.
I heard you cannot play victim to the things that you attract.
Yeah.
Because the reality is we are the reason for everything that we attract, good and different and bad.
That's right.
And so that's why we have to look in the mirror.
We have to do the work internally ourselves.
All right, Ricky,
Man,
go ahead. Take
hey,
that first,
man.
Rick.
Okay. Look. He hit the nail right on the hammer. I tell this to people all the time, and I love that. I be like, listen, they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So with that being said, if you are that person that jumps from relationship to relationship without doing any healing work in between them motherfuckers, you're gonna keep getting the same outcome of them. If you haven't healed and fixed the shit that caused you to mess up your relationship in the first place, the last one, then you're only gonna take that same big bull crap into the next relationship. And then you're gonna be in that relationship, and then it's gonna become a thing, and then you're gonna be looking like it's everybody else when it's really you because you haven't done the work. In order for you to do the work, you have to actually take the time, sit down and look. Like, don't think about shit that they did. Just think about where you went wrong and what you could do better.
But
Once you do that and you do the work to fix that shit, then you can go into your next relationship knowing how to not fuck it up. But if you keep going into the same relationship, all these different relationships doing the same dumb shit that caused you to lose the last one or the one before that or the one before that and so on and so forth, you're gonna keep getting the same result. You ain't gonna never be happy. And that's because you're not really happy with yourself. And if you can't be happy with you, you definitely can't make nobody else happy.
All right, Stacy.
I definitely agree. Yeah, it definitely. Yeah, a lot of us do that. We like, especially if we get out of a relationship and get right into another. You know, not taking the time for ourselves, not figuring out why that didn't work. Trying to just say, okay, some people just feel like they need somebody. When we have ourselves, like go do something productive with ourselves or whatever, or learn ourselves, and heal that part, because you will turn around and get that same type of person you had before, and then that won't work. Then it's like a trend, that you go from person to person to person, so until you know better, you won't do better. So first you gotta heal your mind and grow and know yourself, and so you can do better, so you won't make that same mistake. So yep, that part.
All right, Tone Bone.
I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, right? Because especially when it said, we all like whatever we attract is what you are. Nah, fuck that. Pretty Woman, for real. Yeah, Pretty Woman got Richard Gere. Y'all see that woman? Remember the movie Pretty Woman?
Yep.
And she was a prostitute. Richard Gere was a millionaire, and he bossed her up. You get what I'm saying? And she didn't change who the fuck she was. You hear me? It's about what you select and what you accept, not what you attract. The mindset, it got to change, definitely change and bait all that shit. But it's how you think. Like it's how you think. Um, Healing. I mean, you can't tell somebody how to heal. I may heal differently from how you heal. Um, like
All right,
a person, people,
Blue said people have attachment issues. They scared to be alone and work on self.
man. Hey, that sound like a motherfucker that just can't get a bitch or something.
Hey, Blue, I'm gonna agree with you on that one, but go ahead.
Hey, for real. Look, check this out. Some people. I mean, people heal differently. Some people gotta be. It's motherfucker that go to jail and be scared straight in one day. It's the nigga that'll go to jail and goddamn me be in there for 50 years and come out and do the same shit. Like healing is like different or growth or whatever. That growth shit. That shit we just talking about, that growth shit. You gotta grow. It's about healing and getting yourself together. It's like, but you gotta grow. You gotta change your mindset. You can heal all day, and then the thing is, a lot of time when you healing yourself, you isolating yourself, and then in isolation, you not learn how to deal with people. So now you get out of that isolation, and you go and deal with a person, or you gonna not be triggered because you of course you're gonna be peaceful by yourself. Of course you're gonna be able to not argue and not do this if you're by yourself. And then you get into a relationship and the same things trigger you again. Your ass been healing for 50 years. But soon as this person disagrees with you, you going back to the same shit because your ass been in isolation so fucking long that you only used to you. Like seriously, this shit, man, get the fuck out of here. People move how they probably move. For real, get all this other shit. Motherfucker gotta learn yourself. I know me. The other motherfucker need to learn me.
But my thing is, like, for instance, a lot of people do adapt to like one type of person. You know what I'm saying? Or they're used
Look,
to, like, just say they're used to, yeah, that same type of person, and they want something
I get what you're
different.
saying, but I mean, them are memories. You hear me? I got memories of shit that happened 50 years ago. That don't mean nothing. It just is what it is.
I knew you
It,
was
it, it just
51
it just
years
is what
old,
it
Tone.
is.
I knew you was
It just is
51.
what it is. Like for real, it just is what it is. Like people like, oh, you gotta be alone. You gotta learn yourself. Like no, I understand learning yourself. I'm not saying But you can't. I can't end a relationship today and then build one tomorrow. And you know you gonna be calling the girl the same girl name. Like damn, I'm tripping. You hear me? You supposed, but like give something like let your mind rest definitely. But all that healing, like it's up to you and how you are, how
Mom,
you
what you always
process
say?
it.
You
What?
say you don't go shopping. You don't go find a new pair of shoes barefoot. You already had some on.
Hey, check this out.
Hey,
I
I
hit
just
you up.
want to put it out there that you be doing that shit. So you might want to. I'm just. This is
Everybody's
your
got a
words.
tone.
Contradiction,
Hey,
nigga.
Damn, Tom.
Hey,
hey,
these
that,
your
hold up, hold
words,
up, hold
bro.
up, hold up. That guy
She
that
just
said that
said
was
my
tone with
name.
the that is tone with the E, not tone with the three.
Hey,
Tone with
listen.
the three
I'm just saying
has
that these was
elevated in
your
life.
words. Hey, look, it's video evidence of you saying this shit and standing on it.
She put
I
you
just
Damn.
on the
need you.
spot. She put you on the spot.
And it's
Damn.
video
Oh,
evidence
she
of
put
me
you on
becoming
the
a better
spot.
man.
She put you on the spot. Told.
I don't give a fuck. You
First off,
can't
I was
look.
just talking shit. It was a little jokey
Yeah,
joke.
yeah, nah. I'm
This
a changed
video
man.
evidence like R. Kelly tapes,
That
nigga.
that's growth. You see the growth in Bone? I used to talk like that. Then the nigga took a big step. You
Nigga,
hear me?
this was like 2 weeks ago.
Nah, that was no damn 2 weeks ago.
I was being sarcastic. Oh my
It
God,
was
calm
maybe
down. Don't
maybe
get in your
maybe two.
body.
Hold up. Maybe 2.5 months because I've been changed for like at least 3 weeks.
So when you go backslide, let's get it. Go ahead, Louis.
Well, just to be honest, I ain't even heard like it was a low. It was a low, so I didn't hear everything you said. And then, perception is reality. So sometimes when I look at clips, I can just kind of like I judge things by my sight, and he don't pretty much look like a guy that really had a whole lot of experience in certain areas. So I'm just being honest. So I'm gonna just respond to what Tom Bone was saying and what Stacey and everybody else was saying.
You just basically say you attract the same people. Like,
Yeah, I don't
yeah.
believe I believe that to a degree. I believe that to a degree because if you had a vulture or if you had a predator before, then 9 times out of 10, if you place yourself in the same environment, then 9 times out of 10, somebody gonna be looking from a distance preying on you. So you gonna probably attract that because you carry a certain level of insecurity or a certain level of conceitedness. So you're gonna attract that same energy to that type of degree. But it's kind of like Bone with the Three, how he put it out there. Like he said, it's a select. You gotta select it into your life. You lose that, and that's how I feel like it's a choice you got to make. You know what I'm saying? And you make the choice of who you place into your circle and into your world. Because anybody that you ushering into your space, that you bringing that person into your world. So you got to be selective on who you ushering into your world. I don't subscribe to how people be titles around. I got to get to know you. I don't even know you first. I'm OG with this. I don't just be all friends. Just I like you, and then we just finna go off on a drift. I got to get to know all time because I'm a G. So I'm gonna make sure that you gotta have a certain level of status about your gangster for us to even be even thinking about even going to any type of level because it might get real at any given time. Not that I'm on the bullshit, that's just the hand I've been dealt. So that's all I know. So you gotta be solid on some type of level
On the
for
chick
me to even think
gonna
about.
shoot back. Okay, got it.
I'm saying like like because I'm gonna ride for you. If you got a crazy baby daddy or ex nigga and man you rocking out and this nigga don't want to get out the way and he come tripping, I gotta stand behind you. You don't want me to get flaky on you, right? So if I was to have a situation, I don't want you to get flaky on me. Like, so I gotta know like you gonna step for me, like I'm gonna step for you, like,
Ah, okay.
and
You
that's
want
a
to make sure
process.
that she gonna hide the gun in her person
That's
bust
a
back.
whole
I got it.
that's a whole process. You feel what I'm saying? We got to get to know each other. So we can't be just throwing these words around, these titles, and just being like, no, this is real. This is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? So, like Tom, you got to be selective who you choose to bring into that space because you got to know yourself and then you got to know whoever you dealing with to see what they capable of or what they not capable of. And then we might can talk about some type of arrangements and all that. And who knows how much time it's gonna take. That really depends on you. Like if you show me certain sense of loyalty, I'm match yours and try to max you out. So like you step, I step even harder. So let's go. That's the energy that I'm gonna bring to the table. Like I don't be with all that. Like it's pointless for me to be in a space with you if I gotta be doing all that second guessing and too much thinking and stuff. It's pointless.
So let me ask you this: is that like what Tone was saying earlier? Like you have to teach that person or something? So
Yeah, I mean, once you see that they built a certain type of way, then you can begin to teach. You can say, okay, this person got these type of mold, and this person got this type of fabric. So now let me shape it and mold this to how
you
I
can
like
mold
it.
her to be ride or die. That part.
Yeah, like no, I'm saying like everybody mode is different. Everybody mode is different. Everybody got a different mode. Like I gotta know I got somebody because I feel like shit. If we gonna be on some death do us part shit, like let's get on some death do us part shit. We ain't gonna be on no faking. If we like we can't be half stepping with each other. Like if on any level, on any type of relationship, whether I'm dealing with my bro, whether I'm dealing with my woman, ain't no half stepping with this. We gonna go all the way or nothing at all. Cause other than that, things get real. We from St. Louis, man. We can't be out here playing like that.
I love that. I love that you're so committed to your woman. That's good. Yeah.
All right, let me go to this last topic again.
Being in conflict with people doesn't change them. It actually creates more resistance to hearing you or to changing themselves. And so when you say let them, you're not agreeing with anything. You're not allowing anybody to trample you or your right. You're a highly influential person through your behavior and your energy. And people only change when they can or when they feel like changing. And when you give people the space to come to their own conclusions and you influence them through your behavior and energy, they change on their own. When you engage in arguments and battles and judgment over these things, even if your judgments are right, and by the way, they're judging you and they think they're right. What I am saying is this: if you don't let them, if you don't detach from this, you're going to allow the stress and anger and anxiety of uncertainty to hijack your brain. And you are not going to be able to think strategically. What's happened has happened. People believe what they believe. Your power is not in managing that. Your power is taking responsibility for how you're going to respond. You have 3 things within your control. This is where your power is. Number 1, you get to choose what you think. So you get to choose what you think about what just happened, and more importantly, what you think you're going to do about it. Number 2, you get to choose what you're going to do or not do, which means you're in power. And then I would focus on you doing what you need to do to become the best version of you. Because when you do that, you are better prepared to face the challenges in the world, the things that you care about, and to get to work, because that's what we all need to do.
All right, go ahead, Louis.
Who she sound like?
Me.
Hey, I be telling it. I be doing it. Hey,
I practice peace. I don't
she hit
argue
it on the coffee because, like, I be telling people, like, don't be tripping off what the next person doing. Just do you. And once you demonstrate your measure, what you demonstrate is gonna make a person like come into your space. Like, hold up. Like, hold on, man. She got us shit going on. I gotta get my together. I'm messing up out here, or I'm slipping, or I'm slacking. Like, she on, like, that's the greatest thing that a woman can do, is be the best version of herself. Don't never lower yourself on no level for nothing, for no nigga or no female. That's losing. Like, why would you choose to lose? Just level up even more, and that's gonna make everybody. It's gonna make everybody, like, put everybody on notice. Like, dang, it's gonna just cause see, a woman is feminine and weak by nature, right? That's her nature. So when she go through whatever adversity, you look for her to fall, or you look to her for her to be weakened on some type of level. But when she level up from that situation and she like rise from that, it does something to the ether of the world. It just changed the ether of it, because like it's like a Mary J. Blige effect, you know, like it's like she came out of the ground. Like it's like a Cardi B effect. She came out of the strip club. It's just like, you know, you get that type of aura. That's the type of woman energy that you gotta, like, I'll be trying to usher my women into, like, always like level up. Don't never like settle down. You know what I'm saying? But with that, I'm gone.
Look, I would just say this, like, after we talked or whatever, and you know, because you know I've been working on myself for real, like for the new year, and it's like you ain't never lied. Like, since I'm just so much calmer and just so much, I don't let things bother me, you know, so much stuff. It's like I've attracted so many people, like for real. And I was like, please, like, leave me alone. I'm not trying to attract the people, but I see what you're saying. You know, like
Yeah,
even
that feminine
in the
energy
elevator
is
is
just
like
sexy, man.
it's like a magnet. It's
It's
like
a magnet.
I'm
It's a
telling you,
magnet.
I'm just telling you.
Yes.
So I feel you.
Yes.
Is that your answer, Stacey?
No, that's not my answer, but I was just talking to Louis.
Today.
Oh, you called my name. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Okay, so yeah, you know what? Since the time is going past, yeah, that could be my answer. I'm just saying, like, being more control, being at peace more, not like tripping off stuff. Even though I know who I am, I can be a harsh person but why? You know what I'm saying? I could
Why?
be evil for because it's like, listen, I'm gonna tell you also. When Ricky said earlier, like being stress free takes like the sickness and things away. I don't even like, I sometimes just to get headaches and different things. Now I'm like serene, like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? And it's like so much better. I feel so much calmer, so much at peace, and I'm just, you know, I'm just like ready to take off and run, exercise, do all kind of stuff. So I really think that when you don't let anything bother you, or you just know who you are and just be at peace with who you are, and be the best version of you, that you will live longer, be happier, and be better.
Facts.
That part.
Yeah, so I always say,
Hey, can I answer real quick? I gotta go.
nope. So that was
Go ahead, Tom.
Controlling your emotions shows a mature level. You hear me? Especially as men, learning how to control your emotions definitely impact situations, because you respond in the, like she said, a more strategic way. When you ain't emotional, you know, you go off your emotions and shit. You just going off impulse. You know,
Mm.
you're not really thinking. You just it's all action. It's all action. It's all action. And if you just sit there and calm down and actually think your way through it, a lot of times we wouldn't be half the shit that we be in if we just learn to control our emotions. A lot of murders, a lot of like relationship issues, a lot of like things amongst human beings, period, would be a lot better if people learn how to control their emotions. Like dead ass understand. Like, it ain't about understanding self. Motherfuckers know themselves. They just refuse to learn better in life to control their emotions. You know something to trigger you or make you do this. You know, if this person do this, I'm gonna react this way. Control that shit. Fix that shit. Ain't no excuse. I can't seriously say, "Oh, G Soldier, you did this. That's gonna make me do such." I sound like they said, that living rent free in your head. If you making me do something, you got control over me.
Facts.
Facts.
Like straight the fuck
Real
up.
talk.
So the thing is, if it's something that I did, it's something that I did because I did it.
Because I
This was
did
what
it.
I was on. Like straight
Yeah.
the fuck up. I can't like to sit there and say, "Oh, well, you did this, or you did this, so I did this." That's some tit for tat shit. You a kid. Grow the fuck up.
She said
Facts.
Like straight the fuck up.
accountability.
Oh man,
She
facts.
say
Talk that
number
shit.
one
Talk
accountability. She
that
said
shit.
take accountability.
Like straight the fuck up. Like it is what it is. Whatever you do is whatever you decide to do. And when you do that shit, you gotta stand on that shit. The consequences that come from your actions, you gotta eat that shit, regardless of what the fuck they be. Like straight up. Nobody's perfect, but everybody gotta understand the shit that they do when they do the shit that they do to get the shit that they get. Facts.
That sounded like a town. I made I had the newscaster pronounce your name even better, so it sounds better now too.
I gotta go though, y'all. I gotta
And I
go. I'm
know it's
sorry. I
all
gotta get
good.
ready.
Salute.
I
But
got a
yeah.
doctor's appointment, therapist appointment, all type of shit
All right,
tomorrow.
they get off the car. They we want to hear your excuse. All right,
Right.
man.
Missing the whole week. Get out of here now.
But
Have a
nah,
good
bro.
night.
Easy.
All right, but
Right
nah,
now.
bro. Like I started, like I said 2 years ago, I started my Protect My Peace of just being peaceful. Period. Not like she said, not arguing and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, And you know, like each person has to know for themselves. Like you can't pretend like you in peace or none of this. Like you have to actually be in it. So I do things, I meditate, you know, I listen to positive messages when I wake up, like positive things on YouTube, you know, as soon as I wake up and all this type of stuff, motivational speeches, whatever you going through. So it's all about, you know, being in that peaceful mind state so you don't argue with people. Or so, like I said, if you let people know you get to them. If they're getting to you, then you're giving them the satisfaction of knowing that they can mess with you, period. So I truly don't give a care what nobody thinks. I like truly ignore the world and be like in my own thing and focusing on my career, focusing on my goals and everything, and don't let nothing bother. I don't allow no negative energy in my space. And when people bring it to me, I just be like, hey, all right, have a nice day. See you later. Deuces. So, all right, Ricky.
Look, I was just gonna say a lot of people be like they be at peace, right? And they don't really be at peace. They just be avoidant. And being avoidant and being at peace is two totally different things, but they can look the same.
Facts.
Being at peace meaning that you still doing the work that it requires you to deal with your shit. And if you ain't dealing with it, then you ain't at real peace. I just want to say, everybody should take at least 15 minutes out of their day. No matter when it is, if it's in the morning, if it's at night, whenever it is, you need to take 15 minutes and do some self-care time. That self-care can just mean you breathing in and breathing out. That self-care time. Look, meditation is hard to do if you don't first you need to learn how to master your breathing. Once you do that, then you got to learn how to clear your head. And most of the time people don't know how to clear their head because we're adults. And we not only are we adults, but we are adults that got real life, real issues. And that means that we have other people depending on us. So you got a million things going through your mind on what you need to do as far as if the kids, your personal shit, your job, your business, your whatever the fuck it is. And I'm just saying that, again, stress is one of the biggest killers. It's the most deadliest silent one. That one could kill you before anything else. People be like, oh my God, he had a heart attack. He had a heart attack because of stroke. But they'll never put on there, because of stress. They'll never put on there that this person died because of stress. They're going to find another reason to say that you died, but that was the ultimate demise of you, is because you're not dealing with your stress. And when you're not dealing with it, then now you got all these toxins. I just want to say to everybody, like, take better care of yourself. Things that serve you no purpose and means you no good, get rid of it. Easier said than done. Slowly but surely, like I said earlier, it took me 2 years to leave the last person that I was with. We was in a relationship for at least 6 of them. I don't do short-term relationships. With that being said, there you, as long as you know it, I'm just saying.
Favorite word.
You have to do what's best for you at the end of the day, because if you don't take care of you, you won't be around to take care of nobody else. And once you are maggot food, nobody's going to care for real. They're going to come see you, and then those visits will be less frequent and more or less frequent, because they still got to live regardless of if you here or not. They life going to continue to go on. Take care of you.
CRT said, hey, y'all. All right, man, let me go ahead and do this. Speak your truth so we can get out of here.
This is Justin. We have a breaking news you don't want to miss. Coming up next, UnCensor, the Conversation podcast presents Speak Your Truth. In this powerful segment, our dynamic panel consisting of G. Souldier, Ms. Busy Boss, Tara Michelle, Tone Bone, Ricky, and Gateway Louie takes center stage, as each one of them will speak their truth, sharing stories from the news that moved them, discussing hot topics that demand attention, or offering uplifting motivational messages to inspire us all. Get ready for raw, unfiltered perspectives and heartfelt moments. Back to you, Lacey.
All right, Rick, I'm gonna let you go first, and then say what you gotta say and let them know where they can find you at and what you got coming up.
I got a lot of stuff coming up. You can't find me nowhere but everywhere. With that being said, I just drove all the way over to Alton to go get my daughter some shoes. Okay, anywho, that was totally besides the point. Hey, my motto is change the story you've been telling yourself. Take care of yourself Be good to you. If you're good, you put good out, good will come back. If you put bad out, just know that it's gonna come back to you. And Louis is also, I'm not saying Louis looking, but what I'm saying is if Louis do get a chick, you better know how to bust back. Hey, look, I got jokes for days. You know, I love all of y'all and for all of y'all individuality.
That being said,
I wasn't even finna say with that being said, but since you said it, with that being said, I'm finna be out this piece because I'm about to pull up at home and I'm trying to eat this food before these kids and I got a shirt. I don't want to go through that. Yeah, y'all be easy and be good to the world.
all right, Ricky. All right, Stacy.
That was Ricky. This is Stacy. The truth is, if you allow someone to upset you, that means you're not in control. So, like Ricky was saying, sometimes you need to take breaks, 15 minutes to yourself, 15 to 30 minutes, and breathe. Or let's say what I've been doing, because I have kids that frustrate me sometimes. What I've been doing is when I feel like they're about to frustrate me or is, coming on, I'll just sit and I'll breathe in, out, in, out. And then I'll say, yeah, did you need me? What do you need from Auntie? I'll feel better. I'm at a calmer state. And at that point, I could be in control. So learn how to be in control and be the best you. That part.
All right, Louis.
What it do? What it do is Gateway Lou, man. Real gangster love. Lou energy of St. Louis, man. And all I want to say is the time is now. You know, it ain't tomorrow. You got to take advantage. You got to take full advantage of your life. Accountability. Take your life to the next level. You know, it's all on you. You know, perspective is reality. However you looking at a thing, however you perceiving it, that's how you gonna move. You know what I'm saying? If you want change in your life, you first have to change the thoughts in your head, and then you have to put the execution behind it. It says patiently persevere. You gotta not only have patience, but you gotta persevere. You can only not only have perseverance, but have patience. It's a fine blend. You know what I'm saying? And with it, have a good week. We'll see y'all next week.
All right. Yo, y'all already know, man. Y'all can find me everywhere. But my message to y'all is be comfortable in your own skin. Like when I preach that, I really don't be giving a curveball with nobody. Like I actually mean it. Stop worrying what people think about you. A lot of people who care about likes, who like them, or if somebody talk about them on the internet, like don't give a curve. Like my favorite artist is Eminem, and one of the reasons why is he like don't give a he got songs saying that. So it's like hard for people to even penetrate him or try to make him look bad in public, all this, because he really doesn't give a curve. So stop giving a curve what people think genuinely. When you don't give a curve, I'm telling you, it's like the greatest freedom of all, period. So be comfortable in your own skin, own it, and stop worrying about what people think. That's what I gotta say there. All right, yeah, that is the end of our show. We had a great show again, always great topics, great conversation. So we will see y'all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Good night, everybody.
Peace.